No, seems fine for me.
Alright, I'll just refresh all my stuff then.
All right, Ryan,
Yeah.
it is going. Let me know if you can hear the audio okay.
Gosh, I'm doing the thing where like I'm going back through my through of course my videos and webms tab and I completely forgot I had this one saved during like the
Yep,
peak
we
of
have audio.
what's it called during of course like the peak of the like Toho thing of like these two Toho songs.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, they're
So
good.
last we left off, you had all assembled at the camp to assemble all of the leaders of Alenia to form a united league against the Tessaphonians. However, it was during this moment when General Cleomenes was very disgruntled with what was being offered at the table and walked out. Shortly after walking out and leaving the camp, his forces then proceeded to attack you, but you were able to push them back. We now pick up with you guys picking up from the remnants of that fight. You had slain several soldiers along with great beings known as Gigans, disformed descendants of giants that have been corrupted by obsidian, thus resulting in their 4 to 6 arms.
So what's the next step then? We're already cleaning up the dead. We need to figure out a counterattack, defend
Yeah.
ourselves, something.
Yeah, the soldiers that were able to survive have begun to clean the camp up. You are all free to head to your tents to rest, in case anyone was injured, and after 8 hours of rest, everyone will be called to back together for the next meeting.
Where is my tent?
Most of the tents are over here.
No, I mean I'm new here. I wasn't assigned one.
Yeah, I'm also new here.
Yeah, everyone can just pick a tent.
Well, don't
Oh.
forget that I'm having a party in my tent tonight, so y'all can feel free to come to mine.
Very true. I think I'll do that.
Yeah!
So, all of the city-state leaders decide to just they are going to begin discussing things. You are all free to rest up in the meantime until you are called upon.
Nice, nice, nice. Party time, party time, party time.
Lead the way. I could use a drink.
Think I remember which tent was mine. Oh yeah, I left the door open. Nice. I know I did. Someone like, yes.
Should probably help clean up the corpses before we start drinking, actually.
Why would I help clean up corpses?
Do not worry, soldiers are taking care of that.
Because I'm sorry, I don't want to party when it smells. It's going to be bad enough when someone starts throwing up in your tent.
Why you burn incense? Goodness. Last time you've been in civilization, clearly.
Yeah, I spend most of my time at the sea. It smells bad enough. All right.
Did you get around to making tokens for the bros?
Oh, I forgot to do that. That's one thing I forgot. Oops. Ed,
I'm gonna.
Ryan, your tent.
I am.
Your tent's here.
Why is it so tiny? It's incorrigible. It's a travesty.
And then your associate got the tent across from you.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to come to the party.
Yeah.
I'm going to wander off and help clean up the dead until it's party time.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I'll help with cleanup as well.
Okay. It takes about with all the extra battles that were going on outside of just where you were in your vicinity, it takes about 2 hours to finish cleaning up all the bodies and disposing of them. The death toll on your side was quite significant, and your the forces that were assembled here have been cut down by a good majority. It will not be easy to take Marathon in a direct fight now.
So, do we have any knowledge of some kind of formal alliance between our enemies and Marathon?
No.
Nope.
I think we're in a three-way slog now, essentially. It's Marathon versus us and the dwarves versus us and Marathon.
Yeah. So.
No. Yeah, then us versus Dragons.
So Morelos is a three-way right now, in which probably the best thing to do maybe is to either take out Marathon in hopes that we can try and unite everyone on the same front, or try to just defend ourselves and then hopes that the dwarves just kill Marathon.
The most important thing is Marathon is wedged in between the two of us, so we have an advantage in that the dwarves will be distracting them from the north at least.
Were any
Yeah.
of the human combatants spared? Were they just knocked out instead of killed?
There were no prisoners. Were very few prisoners. Maybe like a handful, less than 15 were taken on the enemy's side. But
Yeah.
you were Flair. Your character. Is it pronounced Tyron?
Tyrion?
Tyron.
Tyrion?
They would be called upon to help give a funeral to the soldiers that were lost today, though, if you would be willing to do so.
Yes, that would be a priority for her.
Yeah, people have heard about you coming here and know that you are someone who can handle that stuff, and so you would be called upon to help deal with that if you did not mind.
Yes.
So that would take about maybe like an hour of your time to do a nice proper service for that.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while this is all happening, you catch a glimpse of a platinum dragon flying through the sky over your guys' camp, about the size of a large mastiff.
Oh,
It's our friend,
it's
our little rocky dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought-
That's the one that allied themselves with us and went like, wow. Wow, the dragons in my country really are assholes.
He's so
Yeah.
scrumbly.
Mm-hmm.
Little dude.
Yeah, yeah. This she dragon is a very small character. She seems to be very young compared to most dragons.
how large did you say they were?
About the size of about a mastiff or a Great Dane.
Oh, I thought you said Mastodon.
No.
That's why I thought you were saying like another platinum dragon just showed up. That's why I freaked out.
No. This is the same dragon, Stateria. She's still just flying around.
What the fuck did I hear Mastodon?
I said
Anyway.
mastiff, so you know.
Yeah, that's on me. That's not on you. That's on my stupid ears.
So yeah, over time, as everyone cleans up the camp or helps oversee the burial of those that were lost, eventually the sun begins to set. Fires are lit to help people get around at night. What was meant to be like a night of partying and encouragement with this alliance has turned to a much more solemn mood, and much of the camp has either turned it for the night or lamenting those that were lost.
Not on my watch.
Now's the time to prove your worth as a partier.
Time to bring the soul.
Where is like most? Where would you say most of the soldiers who are like not asleep, let's say, are like hanging around right now?
This area of the camp, where this map is. No, like I said, like this camp is bigger in the theater of the mind sense. There are smaller camps outside this main one here, but this is where a majority of the soldiers and people have gathered.
Katagaris is going to attempt to invite all of the soldiers who can hear him to his get together. Be like, warriors, those of low hearts, today we've achieved a great victory. This is no time for being dour. Come, revel with me, Katagaris, and my entourage. Let me give you a small taste of what you'll be looking forward to and I'm going to
We had
attempt
a-
to. I'm going
We
to
had a
attempt to.
victory over someone we weren't supposed to be fighting.
Oh, they're not my people. What does it matter? I'm going to attempt to like play a song on my pan flute.
Okay. I will also say that the people, the three other people that are in your like entourage, they also know how to play instruments too. You're sort of like a small like band, quote unquote. You know.
This shit is so ass.
So I'm going to try to raise the spirits of the soldiers and entice them to come party with me.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Since I'm proficient with the pan flute, does that do anything for me with this?
Yes. So, since this is since you are going to be using the pan flute as a tool, you get to has a query. I'm going to let you roll that with charisma.
Charisma, okay.
Dang. Okay. Do you want to describe this, or do you want me to describe it for you?
He is standing in the center of the camp, playing
I find like
an
I can
upbeat.
imagine you find like a little like cut down tree stump that you can stand upon that's a little elevated over.
Yeah,
everybody.
he's tapping a beat with his hooves,
Mhm.
almost like he's doing a jig, and he is playing he's playing an upbeat and what you could consider kind of a chaotic rhythm on his pan flute. Basically and basically this song is like, this is the energy we're gonna have tonight when we party. He's trying to rev everyone's spirits up.
And as you begin to play, your entourage joins in. One person has a drum, another one has another pan flute, and then another one has a harp. And eventually, with you leading them with that 19, you're able to get a very, very well-made song together. And the mood of the camp, of anyone that can at least hear you within this vicinity, I would say within maybe like a 30 feet, maybe 60 feet radius, which is most of this area of the camp. A lot of troops begin to gather around. They start to feel a little bit better hearing the song, and eventually, I like to think that Lady Ariana does decide to come out of her tent, and she goes to your tent and grabs some of your wine and begins to help pass it around the camp. And you can see that the mood of the camp has very much raised with this, as many troops and civilians that have come here have begun to party with your playing.
It's at this point that I let Parados just go free to go beg for whatever scraps they might want and come back when they're satisfied.
Oh yeah, you see him just like go into the fray. You can see that there is now that the food is being broken out and drinks, he begins to
Things are sloshing into the dirt. Things are falling into buckets.
Yeah, he begins to dig around and find stuff, and he's gonna definitely find some scraps lying around. In the meantime, Stateria, the dragon, begins to somewhat fly around where the music is being played, and eventually lights of somewhat like of a prismatic light begins to like radiate from her mouth as like in a trail and sort of create this like aurora of light around you guys as you're playing. Does anyone have anything else they want to do while this party is going on?
Honestly, Alice is just enjoying the good times while they're here.
Yeah, they're. Fuck it, I'll go eat, go drink. I could use it.
Yeah, no matter they don't seem no one seems to like ask questions about who you are or what like what's your story. The moment you get like into this quote unquote like mosh pit, you get like hugged by some people. You get like someone wraps their arms around your shoulder. They bring you in. They like throw some wine into your chest, throw some bread and some meat at you. And you just get kind of pushed around all around as people like begin to celebrate and dance and cheer with you.
A little offended that my robes are getting thrashed. That eventually slips away as the booze hits. I settle in. I get a little more comfortable. Eventually, I just stop asking questions and roll with it. Maybe go cause some trouble play with a bonfire, that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Just go raise a little bit of friendly hell.
While you're doing that, you notice that Hephaestion, you catch a glimpse of him. He's just watching you, but he's not like frowning or anything like that. There's a small smile on his face as he just is monitoring you as you're doing this. But he doesn't tell you to stop or join.
Do I
though.
see him doing this?
Yeah, you catch a glimpse. You catch him doing that.
I'm gonna give a loud whistle and kind of try to wave him over.
You watch as he shakes his head, and his smile grows, and he comes to join into the party as well.
What? Two down from the battling to come and relax with the rest of us.
I'm not exactly one for partying until the war is over, not when the war has just begun.
Well, you gotta remember the little victories. You never know if you'll survive to tomorrow. At least for my sake. Come on.
Very well, friend. I will do at least one drink. And one,
Okay.
and as the night goes on, that one drink turns into three, and eventually three.
Oh, I
turns
was
into,
I was
three
I
turns into, and then three turns into six, and you find out that Hephaestion is a bit of an alcoholic. He gets a little crazy.
Oh, I actually had a little bit in mind. He said, okay, one drink. I was gonna bring him just like a full fucking grieve full of wine.
Oh, he sloshes that shit. He goes to town. This man can fucking take a drink. He goes crazy.
Fucker ain't getting a squig. He's getting a whole bullshit.
By like midnight or 1 a.m, this man is fucking sloshed.
Also,
Potentially puking into a vase later on.
And that's not my problem to clean.
Captain Garrus and his entourage are actively encouraging people to not stop partying. Like, if someone actually tries to retire for the night, they make moves to try to keep them in the party. Responsibility be damned.
Flair,
Admittedly,
Monica,
I do.
do any of you two take part in these activities, or do you try to slink away and rest up?
Which two?
Flair and Monica.
Myron is returning to his tent for now. Just trying to rest up, do some crunches.
Okay.
Work out a bit. Tyrene is assisting with the burial process, and then there's then she would probably head over to the party.
Okay.
When it's the service has been held.
Before you head back to the before you head to the camp and join in with the party or head to sleep, Tyrene, eventually while you are helping bury the dead, you find yourself alone for a moment in this small field of graves, and as you're somewhat mourning the dead, you feel a sort of wisp on your ear of a faint voice speak with you. My child, there are more graves that will need to be tended to, more dead that will need to be taken care of. I ask that you do your best to take care of them in these trying times. Do well, and I will grace you with gifts. Be my chosen. Honor the dead.
I'll tend to all I can, but I know not of these people's rights. I'll stand by my own traditions for those I don't know.
Simply tend to those, and the rest will come. And with that, Flair, I'm sending you a handout. As you have now been blessed by Neith, your god. And you will now be taking part in the piety system, where Depending on the actions that you take, you will lose and gain piety with your god. And the more piety you gain, the more benefits you will gain.
All right.
So you can look that over and see what you can do to, some examples of what you can do to gain and lose piety. This will not make or break your character. That you will not like lose your cleric classes. Like if you're not taking part, if you are like getting bad piety score, it's just you will get more benefits if you do partake in the piety system.
Of course.
All right, and then eventually, after that small, and to remember here, the gods are not allowed to partake in the affairs of mortals, and they very rarely communicate with mortals. On top of that, so what you just experienced now is something that few people can say that they have experienced. Even those like of the same worshippers that you have potentially been a part of back in your homeland, few of them can even say that they've even spoken to Neith. All right, Monica, did you have anything that you wanted to do? Are you partaking in the party, or are you trying to retire for the night?
I can definitely see what's it called? I guess Fala is somewhat like hanging around like the party, not like specifically participating in it per se, but more or less you know that kind of person who hangs out at like, the snack part of the area, or like the bar portion, but really doesn't do too much. That's pretty much what she's doing.
That's partaking. So good. I would assume that's good enough for the for Katagaris' entourage.
At some point of the night, as I'm kind of winding down, I do plan to sneak off and try and fish in the nearby river.
Sure.
I love the idea of intoxicated fishing.
What about Alexandros? What's he doing?
He's kind of honestly still just kind of hanging back, and I guess at this point he's still kind of he is still kind of standing guard to some degree, just because of everything that's kind of happened.
Okay.
And of course, he really doesn't want to interact with anyone. So
yeah, I imagine that it's good to at least have someone guarding the leaders and their as they are discussing throughout the night. Hey, you didn't mention what your Arita, is that how you pronounce it?
Arita would probably just be... She'd be at the party, but more just on the sidelines, watching over her son, who is, dancing around the bonfire with people who are probably drunk off their mind while he has been drinking his age-appropriate drinks.
Yeah,
but having a good time. Regardless.
I would like to imagine that, like, while you're like partying, a few women soldiers come up behind you and try to grab a hold of your tail and try to fluff it around and play with it. They are absolutely hammered, but think your tail is one of the cutest, softest things they've ever seen.
And he's definitely gotten used to that treatment. Just
oh yeah, that's happened to the Myrmidons. I like to think like at least once or twice before.
Yeah, so he's used to it. He just like plays it off like haha, and just, like
maybe like
being like, oh hey, you want to pet my ears?
It, like on their faces just to mess with them or something.
Yeah, and just having an overall good time.
Okay. I'm gonna cut back to Corbin as you're fishing by the river eventually. Corbin, as you're fishing, you can hear the distant sounds of the party going on. Peritas is enjoying some scraps that he's collected.
I'm also throwing him like the Like, I'm well aware of how to just, like, quickly field prep a fish, kind of fry it with magic, that kind of shit. So I've just been throwing him, like, the tails and heads, and he's been enjoying them.
Go ahead and give me a survival check, and I just want to see how well like you can do on a catch real quick. 15. Yeah, you get a decent little fish while fishing around.
Yeah.
You can pretty much whip that up as a snack. And as you're fishing,
Just
though,
casting Hellfire or something.
and as you're fishing, you notice that suddenly the water as the moon is glistening on the river here. You notice that the water suddenly turns from a light blue to that of a red.
I'm going to go for my spear.
And the moment you go for your spear, you can see in the reflection of this red river, you can see what looks to be somewhat of a hooded, shadowy figure. The figure beckons you to walk closer to it.
State your business first, please.
My business is history.
Pardon?
My business is blood.
Intrigued, I'm going to pull away from the spear and approach, confident in the assortment of daggers on my person.
Yeah, walking, how deep do you think you'd walk in? Like up to like your like to your thighs maybe, or up to like your up to your knees, or maybe up to like your shin.
I'd say like probably up to the knees, because if you're up to your knees, you can still like back out of the water pretty fast. If you're up to your hip, you gotta wade.
Yeah.
I guess that is.
Walking a bit deeper into the water, the figure.
Oh, I did have another question real quick before you get on with it.
Okay.
Is Parados having any reaction to this thing?
Parados seems he's watching you, and he begins to somewhat. He's not barking, but he does seem on edge. You can see he's standing up. He's kind of doing like a somewhat of a downward dog, but like at the attention, like ready to like pounce if he needs to.
Like he's got the ears up.
Yeah.
So he's basically ready to jump he knows there's something, and he's ready to jump if I look threatened.
Yes.
Attaboy. Carry on.
The figure looks to you, and you watch as its hand begins to move towards the water. You see something come out of the water, and you see a quill be produced.
What am I to do with this?
To be my champion. To record what needs to be done. To educate those on the history of this world.
And it's at this point that my eyes are going to narrow. Are you a House Utica?
No. Your people of Utica do come to me for favor. But I see much greatness in you.
And it's at that point it clicks. And I snatch the quill.
I expect much greatness from you.
History will be interesting. If nothing else.
Remember, you must learn from your mistakes. And see to it that others learn the same. And you watch it suddenly as eventually the river begins to turn back to water, and the figure in the reflection disappears.
And the quill is still in my hand?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything special about it?
It's very. It seems to be. It's a weird looking quill. It doesn't have like a feather tip or anything like that. It looks more like a piece of bone than anything. But when you like, if you push it, if you put the pointy end up to your finger, you notice that like a bit of blood touches where your finger was, but your finger wasn't cut though when it touched. So it seems like this quill writes in blood.
And I'm just gonna like tap it on this crate over here, and I assume like little flicks of blood come off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not visibly dripping. Intrigued, I'm going to just cut off a piece of like the end of my cloak and just wrap it up so that it doesn't stain and pocket it.
Okay. All right, Ed. In your journal, you will see a new handout for you.
Okay.
All right, cutting over.
Oh fuck! Oh no!
Cutting back over to our musician. Several hours have passed, Katagars. Your energy is beginning to get less and less on you. It seems like people are starting to get tired, including yourself and your entourage. It would seem like the party is beginning to wind down. And it's about 1:30 in the morning. It might be best to call it for the night.
These lots are starting to become a bunch of drunk downers. Let's call it here.
Yeah, that sounds good, Katagaris. I'm getting tired myself.
Go dunk your head in a barrel of water first. Make sure you don't get hung over.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Come on, boys. Let's go find something to drink. And as the playing stops, the crowd begins to wrap it up and begin to make their way back to their tents, either with cups and leftover food in their hands. So, Katagars, what do you plan to do now that the party has winded down?
Well, he goes back to his tent.
Yeah, you see Lady Ariana as she's somewhat cleaning up after some of the mess has been made.
He'll go through his regular nightly ritual of attempting to seduce Lady Ariana and likely failing.
Yeah, pretty much. She basically rubs you off saying that she's trying to clean up your mess.
We don't need to roleplay that. I just know it's a failure.
Yeah.
One of these days, my lady. One of these days.
The day I'm dead in the ground.
Oh, is the party over?
Oh, Flair, I would imagine that you would have made there for like the end of the party. You would have been there for like some of it.
Okay,
Unless you don't want to. You can have it be that she arrives late too.
Yeah. Has the party ended? Are you already talking about funeral arrangements?
What? Oh, no. I'm just... We're teasing. It's what we do.
I see.
Yes. We're teasing. She never seriously turned me down. Ugh, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to clean up and then head to bed. You can see that Stateria, the dragon, has crash landed on a piece of dirt nearby in the middle of camp, with food and bones like piled up around her, and a knocked over cup.
I ask that if the if your companion isn't sleeping quite yet. He seems the most capable of assisting with my own funeral ritual.
Daggar's head sticks back out. He was clearly eavesdropping the entire time after he closed the tent. Oh?
After, in my home, we would often play games after a burial. I wanted to arrive in time for the party so I could partake there.
He has some wine in his tent if you wish to partake at least in a more private party. If he's willing to share his personal stash, of course.
Oh, she read my mind. Come right in.
Huh?
Closes his
Yes,
tent flap behind you.
enjoy having your party while I clean up your mess.
Oh, you enjoy doing it. Gets you closer to the common people. Now, what was your name again?
Atarin.
Hmm. What is this game, you said?
It's a simple game. Uh, we roll dice and a set of 2 dice and attempt to get a 7.
And you said this game was a funeral ritual.
It is games are played at funerals. Normally, it would be with the dead in company themselves, but I understand that that would be uncomfortable for much of the people outside.
Does this game honor your gods?
Yes.
Fascinating. Well, how about you go
But
first and show me how it's done?
there are of course. Uh she puts down a like she unpacks like a set of dice and puts the holy symbol at the side before rolling. Oh, there it is. But then there would be a drink.
Oh, Categoris goes over in the corner. He actually pulls up the flap of his tent that he had cut through, and there's a little hole he dug there, and there's a vase of wine in there he pulls out. He pours a couple cups and he goes, "If you tell anyone this was there, I'll have to kill you."
Your uh your teacher seems to have already uh let loose that information.
Oh no, she refers to that swill. He points under his bed, and there's 2 more vases of wine under the bed.
And with that, she will take a sizable drink from it, pulling down the mask, revealing the feline face.
I don't think I'm familiar with your people.
It's I am a Feralus.
Interesting. And what part of the world do they come from?
From the desert region of it was Kemet, right, Mist?
Kemet, yes.
Yes, from the desert region of Kemet.
Very fascinating. And what are you? I'm guessing you're here to fight those short little grunts, are you?
Yes. We. It comes close to. They come close to disrupting my people's sanctuary. But you should take your turn now. She pushes the dice towards you.
He picks up the dice and
You have nothing.
oh, drat!
And she takes another drink.
As he fails to roll a good number, he goes drat and shakes his arm, and I'm going to attempt missed to knock over my glass of wine so it spills onto the holy symbol they placed on the counter.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oof.
It does look pretty obvious that you tried to knock it towards the holy symbol. Not maybe on purpose, but you definitely knock it. You can easily see. Flex, you can easily just see how you're just pushing it towards the holy symbol.
Does it actually spill on it, or is that a failure on that too?
I'll say it gets near it and a little bit splashes on it, but not much.
Gotcha.
And after that happens, suddenly outside the tent, you can see what looks to be the outline of a feminine figure. Categoris, what's going on in there?
Oh, too much to drink, too much excitement. The usual. Our friend here is learning how the world works.
Are you trying to embarrass her?
He has only made a fool of himself.
Categoris, if you want to not get caught, you need to be more careful in the future.
This is.
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
It is not a. I assume this was a manner of disrespect, but the however, the rituals of Nath is one that does call for celebration. The holy symbol is placed near the game where drinks would happen, with the idea that it would that it could be stained.
Oh, then no disrespect was meant at all. I must certainly shake off such accusations. Clearly, I'm just honoring your god, am I not?
I had not yet told you of that, but if you are having fun, then the ritual is going fine. Thank you for allowing me to drink with you tonight.
Pleasure is all mine.
You should be more careful allowing your holy symbol around him in the future. I would not trust him.
If you truly wish for me to have fun, why leave so soon?
If he has it in him to steal a holy symbol, that is when there would be a problem.
Don't listen to her. She thinks the worst of me.
Now, we should be getting rest, but I would like to play a few more rounds. And I'll call the scene there, unless you have something to add. Brian?
Yes. Well, the night not need end so soon. I can think of 14 different ways. We could honor your god with fun if you stay the night.
I will need some rest as well, but I do intend uh to play until my stamina gives out or I have drunk myself into a stupor.
Drinking oneself into a stupor, my favorite activity.
Alright.
I'm fine with the scene ending there.
Yeah.
I will add that you notice that the figure outside the tent, which sounds like Lady Ariana, stands there while you guys continue to play, kneeling down every now and again to pick something up. And eventually, Flair, when you go to leave the tent and head back to your room, stepping outside the tent, you see that there is no one standing next to the tent, and that Lady Ariana was on the other side of the camp cleaning up.
Curious.
Oh,
Alright.
Ryan, you have a handout.
ooh. Could I, with your approval, perhaps roll religion to see if I can realize what happened?
Sure. Yeah, you see that the shadowy. You can still see the shadowy figure still there, Katagaris, and eventually you see like in between the tent flaps, you do see Lady Ariana walk into her tent and go to bed eventually.
And she doesn't even seem to notice her doppelganger standing there.
Yep. Yeah, the figure
Katagaris will-
does not seem to leave.
Katagaris will grin and go, I've wanted to meet you for a long time. Quite an embarrassing first move for me to make in your presence.
You watch as suddenly the shadow dances across the edge of your tent and goes onto the other side of the tent, taking the form of a centaur. Sorry, of a satyr. And you see that you can hear your voice. Indeed. I've been wanting to meet you for some time as well. I'm in need of a new champion.
I promise to keep you amused. Perhaps I might put on a good show for you.
Yes, my fellow gods hope to make this war be over as quick as possible. They want acts of glory and wonder. But me, I want something fun. So you best not disappoint.
Oh, one party ends, another begins. I won't disappoint you.
And you watch as the shadow satyr produces a cup, raises it up to you, and then as he goes to drink, you see the shadow turn to liquid, and then disappear into nothing.
Noise.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the camp, Alexandros.
Oh boy.
As you're standing guard out there, you see some servants come and go to the tent. Every now and again, one of the archons or tyrants or leaders comes out to get some air, to get away from the tent, before eventually going back inside. And you find eventually a fellow soldier eventually comes up and stands next to you at attention as he takes the place of a guard that needed to get some sleep. Is your shift about over yet?
I haven't been really paying attention to that. I've kind of just been standing guard here for as long as I want to.
As long as you want to. You must be quite diligent in your activities. How long have you been in this camp?
Well, I'd rather not talk about that.
That's fine. Is there anything you wish to talk about?
Not really, no.
Why is that?
I've got a lot of things on my mind I'd rather not talk about too much.
Don't we all? Our minds are complex things, aren't they?
I guess so.
And you stand there with him as he gets quieted. This young recruit eventually starts to kind of tap his foot. He seems to be slightly on edge.
I kind of pay it no mind. Clearly just some, it's clearly just some young guy being antsy.
And then he eventually turns okay, this silence is killing me. You're telling me you have no aspirations for being here? Nothing.
He kind of just stares at him, or at least given the fact that it's nighttime, all you really see is the helmet's really just facing his direction.
Yeah, you can't make up too much of his face with his helmet on.
Yeah. Well, no. What I mean is I'm kind of also just looking at him. I really don't have I'm not really giving a response. I'm just kind of looking his direction, not really saying too much or whatnot. So, is there a reason why you're trying to pester me?
I'm gonna be here for a minute guarding them. We might as well pass the time, right?
I guess.
Because I think this is a most wondrous position to be holding right now. Guarding all these important leaders. Their lives are in our hands. Doesn't that fill you with determination? Encouragement?
No.
Then why are you here?
I really don't have anything else to go to. Lost my home. My family. Don't really have anything else other than just being a wheel on the wagon.
But you're not giving up, though.
I don't know. I don't know if that means giving up per se. I think that just means existing.
You're still willing to fight, right?
I guess so.
Well then, I have an idea. I'm new to this camp, and so are you somewhat, right?
I guess I'm from around Isagora.
Isagora. Yes, it's a real shame what happened there. But it's not all is lost for Isagora. I think the last of the royal family's still here. So that has to give you some hope, right? Perhaps everything will go back to how it once was once this war's over.
It could, or it really couldn't.
Alright. Well, how's this? Let's make a pact. I will make sure that your home gets returned to normal if you're willing to put in the fight. And I will do the same. We'll see to it that Isagora is restored to what it once was.
And how do you think that's going to be that way?
Because we'll be willing to fight and defend everyone, no matter what it takes.
He's kind of just like sitting there, kind of like paused
You see the
bit
soldier's gotten a
there.
little bit. He's gotten a little closer to you. Come on. At the very least, just humor me on this, will you? And he holds his hand out to you. You can see his olive skin as it gets a little bit closer to you.
Alexandros is still being extremely reluctant here. Hmm. I hmm. I I guess I can maybe just humor you.
That's the
I really
spirit.
don't know how much good that I really don't know how much good that can do.
I'm sure some good will come from this.
Okay. Whatever you want to say. As he kind of decides to just reach in for whatever kind of handshake this guy is offering.
All right, you grip his hand. He shakes it. He grips it tight for quite a minute, and then after a second, he lets go. You know, they say that the power of pacts can move mountains. That an oath can give one person the ability to do many great things.
You're definitely awfully poetic for just some young recruit, I'll say that.
That's true. I get that from my mother.
Hmm.
But it's one of the few things she left behind for me. Well, soldier, I guess this is where it's time for me to head to bed. I'll end my shift here. But remember, your shift has not ended yet. And with that, he walks further away. You see him somewhat slink into the shadows. And the moment you blink, he's gone. There's a handout for you, Monica.
Oh boy.
And then finally, last but not least, Mihalis, as you have been brought to bed by your mother and tucked in, you eventually drift off to sleep. And as you begin to sleep, you suddenly find yourself waking up in a nice open field up in the northern region of Arathor, it looks like. You can hear a creek flowing down a handful of rocks, a wide open field with a large dark green forest further away from you. And in the center of this field, you see a figure with pale skin, a bald head, and what looks to be some sort of body tattoo or alternate skin going down the other half of his body. On the half that has the alternate color, you can see he's wearing robes that cover that half of the body. The other half is completely naked. You see him in front of what looks to be some sort of marble statue, as he is currently working on it.
Like he's chiseling away at it.
Yeah, yeah, and looking around, this seems to look a lot like your homeland from the far, or at least what your mom describes as your homeland in the northern reaches of Arathor.
Alright. He would approach the figure, chiseling away. Just curious at his surroundings and also who this could possibly be in that attire. Um, what are you making?
Something great, the voice echoes out. You can hear it somewhat echo out multiple times as it speaks. Getting closer to this statue, you can see what looks to be... this figure seems to have fox ears on its head, and a tail as well.
Is that supposed to be me?
You like it? I had this realization that I could make something wonderful out of it. But it just needs a little more work. And you see him chisel a bit more, trying to get something just right. You can see the nose is slightly off. One of the eyes is a little crooked.
Well, it's a good start, though it could use some improvement, I guess.
Indeed. Everything can. Though, I suppose I could just do this the easy way, and you watch him, this figure, flick its hand, and you watch as you can see what looks to be some sort of magic aura radiate around the statue and fixes everything that was incorrect. Ah,
Oh,
there we are.
I mean, hey, I suppose that works.
It's just missing one final touch. And with that, you see his chisel turn a somewhat indigo blue as he jams it into the statue and takes the hammer and slams it as hard as he can. And suddenly it feels like you just felt like someone just stabbed you right in your chest, Mihalis. And you feel,
What is that?
You feel this energy echo throughout your body. Oh, that is the power of realization.
Realization of what?
Of the greatness within you. You simply just need to reach in and find it. I'm just giving you the first step. And you watch as he hammers it in one more time, and you feel it's like this dagger go deeper into you. And he does it again and again, until eventually you wake up from the pain. Sweat going down your face. You look over, you see your mom is just asleep as well. She does not seem to notice you. And you look down, I imagine she removed some of your clothing before putting you into bed. And you can see what looks to be that same indigo blue that he drove into the statue. You can see body marks on your chest that go out and radiate from where that spot was in your chest that he hammered it into. Somewhere like in the middle of your sternum, a little bit lower.
Hmm. He'd probably, like, poke at the spot, just like, kind of like when you see just something there that you're kind of scared to touch.
And when you touch it, you can see, like, the light, the markings on your body somewhat glow a little bit before they settle down. And then you watch as the body marks somewhat fade away. They're still, you can slightly still see them, but they're not as, like, it's more like how you can see, like, your veins in your arm than more like a tattoo.
Oh, interesting.
And hey, if you look in your journal, you'll see that there's a new handout for you.
Oh boy. I see. Right, and after just taking a bit to basically just center himself, he heads back to bed. Takes him a bit to fall back asleep since he's got some thoughts running in his head, but eventually does get some rest.
Yeah. All of you seem to have very busy nights, but eventually you all, at one point or another, find yourself in bed and eventually drift off to sleep. And with that, 8 hours go by. You all can hit the long rest whenever you want. And you find yourselves waking up at about 9 in the morning with someone blowing a horn. You all know that is the sound of assembly for you all.
I would like to be woken up early by the morning sun going off the river straight into my eyes.
Mm-hmm. And then imagine your dog also licks you a little bit to wake you up.
Yeah. And once I'm at attention, I feel my pocket, and I assume the bone wrapped in cloth is still there.
It's still there, yes, but it's not leaking blood.
So it hasn't stained through.
No.
I am going to immediately produce some parchment from my scholar's pack and start writing an account of the battle that was fought here.
Okay. Yeah, you have some papyrus paper laying around you can write on.
Yeah, I got plenty of that in my backpack.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to easily, and as you write, you see that as this liquid that looks like blood, as you write it down, it is quick to dry. It does not take too long.
Doesn't smudge when I run my thumb over it.
Nope.
Wow.
But it does look. It looks, and the color it produces is somewhat of a somewhat dried blood color. So this sort of what brownish orangish color.
Kind of rusted.
Mm-hmm.
It's at this point that I'm going to look at Paratos and smile through my veiled face and kind of just bop him on the nose with the butt of the bone. You can't eat this, and if I drop it, pick it up, but don't chew too hard. Understand?
Looking into his eyes, you can see that he probably got that. Maybe. Might take some training.
Good boy. I'm not going to smudge the account of the war. Sorry, the account of the battle.
Mm-hmm.
It is an honest depiction.
Okay. All right. I assume that probably happens like an hour before everyone else gets up, and then eventually.
I do have to step away for a second, though.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry. Carry on, though.
But yeah, everyone else is free to wake up and make their way towards the main tent.
Mihalis and Arita immediately heading towards there bright and early.
Yeah, you can see Stateria is still waking up and relaxing near a pile of food that she has gathered. The two
Adorable.
associates that you have met before, Virginia and Tracis, are sitting on some stools, not to, as you guys walk by, giving you both nods.
Mihalis would give a wave back as they're going on their way.
And getting closer to the tent, you see that Corinth, Carinus, and Aegina have all assembled outside the slope that leads up to the tent. Ah, you're awake. I heard you had quite the party last night. Corinth starts out. I hope you didn't party too hard, though, as we need to get moving here soon.
I should be saying that to everyone else. They got pretty wild last night.
Indeed, Agena then picks up. Kadagaris, was it? Let's try to keep the parties a bit tamer in the future, yes? We don't need to go through all of our supplies in one night. We only have so much
Oh.
supplies to work on.
Oh, I was merely raising the spirits of our troops after such a dastardly betrayal.
Carinus then nudges Agena. What she means to say is that we are thankful for your morale raising, but do keep care of our supplies in the meantime. We cannot be having a party every night. But we do appreciate what you've done. Yes, that is true.
Oh, very well, not every night.
Thank you. First off, before Corinth goes into what he needs to, I'm announcing that I must return to my home. Knowing that Marathon has declared war upon us, my home is in between where we are, between Etheria and Marathon, and I need to assure that my soldiers are ready to fight. So, I will be heading out. Hopefully next we meet I will have some supplies and new equipment that my soldiers can acquire. I wish you all the best, and with whatever Corinth has need of you. Now that, Carinus gives you all a bow before departing. Corinth then looks to you. Yes, I have called upon your group, as I am in need of guidance with what our army should do. Agena and Carinus are split on what needs to be done next. I have received 2 letters from associates in the Elenian region, and as he says letters, you watch as a large, angel-like figure descends, wearing nothing but a small loincloth to cover the groin. This figure is made of, like, his skin looks like onyx, with bright yellow eyes. I am Phobos. It is a pleasure to meet you, mortals. The gods have dispatched me to assist you in indirect ways. Have you need to deliver letters or items to anyone that you know or care for? I will see it done. No matter the distance, I can travel it. Basically, what he's saying is Corinth, as he looks back toward you all, is that he will assist us with delivering anything that needs to be taken care of. So, if you have any loved ones that you might need to send a letter to, or perhaps something that you've obtained in this war that you would like to be sent to somewhere safe, Phobos can have it delivered for you.
Andy.
Indeed. I can
Oh, sorry, that wasn't in character.
Oh, okay.
Something a little more in character. Oh, well, that's good to know. Shame I don't really... Not really the writing type. But I'll keep it in mind.
As you should. I will be around whenever you need me. Corinth seems kind of awkward with him just hovering above him with his big bellowing voice. Right. Thank you, Phobos. Of course. Call upon me when I am needed. And with that, he fades away into clouds and drifts away.
There he goes.
Right. Phobos has delivered to me 2 callings. One that my council cannot agree on, nor can any of my associates also agree on. First This Ajax believes that a revolt is beginning to erupt within their city. Some of my insiders believe it to be traitors wishing to give Ajax over to either Marathon or the Tessaphonians, of which I am unsure. But should they succeed, they could potentially flip Ajax against us in this conflict. Tracis over here believes that it's best to head there, as he is from there, and his father, a general of Ajax, would be a major hand in this war effort. The other decision, the other calling, is Ephaltes. They have called for assistance as they are being besieged by by a dispatch of the Tessaphonian army. While most of their army is in Nestor's territory, they have the young prince of Tessaphonia, Nephis, has decided to make some glory for himself, and is currently on his way to besiege the city. We will need to set sail to one of these two regions and help one or the other. We cannot head to both, though. With what Marathon has done to us, I do not have enough soldiers to dispatch to both areas. We must decide on who to help. I will give you time to think, but do not dally too long. We must head out soon. I've already called upon chartering a ship, and we can head out within the next 3 hours. I will give you an hour to decide. And with that, Corrin and Aegina head back to the tent.
That's a difficult choice.
So I'll go through this again one more time in meta, just so you guys got it. So Ajax is under potential revolt or through some sort of conspiracy to flip it over to either Marathon or Tessaphonia's side, which we then lose as an ally. They are known as the big breadbasket of this region, and thus you could potentially lose a lot of food and supplies and a large land border that helps keep the Tessaphonians out, if they are going to help the Tessaphonians. Meanwhile, Ephaltes over here is one of the countries that is going to help keep the Tessaphonians, where the Tessaphonians' main army is, at bay. Them, along with Nestor, helps keep them bogged down in the mountains up here. In addition, Ephaltes also is home to many different cultures, and also has a wide variety of trade networks that they can also rely upon. So a lot of the economy for this war effort will be lost if they fall.
I would honestly go with Ajax, because that keeps Marathon more boxed in between us.
And then Carinus is returning home to Aegeon here to help get the defenses ready in case Marathon decides to attack him and keep them at bay.
I want to help Ephaltes because, like, I think they're super useful at their position. But if we lose Ajax, that's like an actual crippling blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're already down numbers. We shouldn't risk anymore.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
The other thing as well is that, like, here's the thing, is that, like, if it is specifically the potential revolt is tied to Marathon trying to do stuff, it would make sense that Marathon would do that, considering they tried to betray us beforehand, and also they're right next to Ajax, plus the fact that Marathon might be then trying to use cooing Ajax to then starve us out. So it makes sense to
I do
side
agree
with
with
Ajax
you.
more.
I do suspect Marathon more than the Thessalonians, just because with how the Thessalonians have acted, because there's a kingdom to the west here, right? And they clearly raised it.
No.
So-
That's up here.
No, that's around here.
I thought there was a kingdom here too.
No. That's just where this is just where the Thessalonians and Ajax are currently doing battle here.
So-
This is disputed territory here.
I'm just more willing. I'm more willing to believe people of this an Elysian city-state would betray their leaders for another Elysian city-state than for foreign invaders.
Yeah, Nidus and Isagora were in this mountain range here before they were sacked and conquered.
Okay. Well, I vote Ajax because I think I
Yeah,
want to help
same.
Ephaltes. Like I talked about going to Ephaltes in the war session on the first session, but I think Ajax is just more important.
Yeah. Well, in addition to that, both Virginia here and Traces are from both of those areas. Traces is from Ajax. Virginia is from Ephaltes. Just to keep this in meta discussion, Virginia begs you all to pick Ephaltes as her children are there, and she worries for their safety if you do not go to help them.
Mm.
While Traces believes that his father could potentially become an enemy, as he is more loyal to the state than he is to anyone else. So if Ajax swaps, you'll have a powerful general against you as well. But he believes that if this coup can be stopped, his father will continue to serve the state properly.
Ajax is too valuable. We can't lose Ajax.
Yeah.
An army can march without money. It can't march without food.
Well, you are getting some food imports from Kemet as well. Kemet is secretly sending food imports to
Yeah, but
Albania
that's
as well.
yeah, but still, it's better to have domestic. It's better to have domestic resources than it is to have foreign.
Yeah, it's better to at least keep our like main supply protected rather than the additional.
Kemet's like over here, right?
It is off the map. It's
Yeah.
over here, but off the map.
So either
I am
food
fine
coming
with that.
from
Hello.
all this. Why is it over there? Yeah, food coming from
We are
all
figuring
this
out
way.
we are going next.
Food right here.
Is that there?
Like
Yeah, he just
Uh,
came back
Okay. Is he on Discord or is he just standing next to you?
on Discord.
I'm here.
Okay. Ed, to break it down to you real quick, the current big this and the music I'm playing right now. This lets you know that this is a major decision. This will affect how the campaign will change. I want to let you know this is like
I have Roll20 muted.
okay. Well, either way, this I will let you guys know. Like this is a big decision. I will always warn you. This music playing, and then also in general, I will warn you. This is a major decision that will alter the path of this campaign. So the current
Okay.
decision is that two city states have called for aid: Ajax and Ephaltes. Ajax, if you recall from the player's guide, is the big breadbasket of the region, and they have also somewhat kept the Tessifonians at bay over the river here, but they don't really. The main army of the Tessifonians is up here by Nestor. They're not really invading from here; they're invading from up here now. Ajax believes that there is a coup rising, as there are many civilians that have been causing disturbances in the city, and they believe that if not dealt with, the current leadership could be couped and forced to join either the Tessifonians or Marathon. They aren't sure who these rebels are, or these traitors. Meanwhile, Ephaltes here their scouts have located a small contingent army led by one of the princes of Tessiphonia is leading a small army to conquer them in hopes of hopefully wrapping up the conquest in this region sooner. And they believe that they will not be able to hold out by themselves, and thus they are calling upon your aid. So you have to, and since Marathon crippled your army in the last session, you can only go to one. You can either go to Ajax or Ephaltes. You cannot go to both. And your two allies in the camp, Traces, is from Ajax, and he believes that his father, who is a powerful general in Ajax, he is loyal to his city-state rather than the cause. If he thinks that if Ajax were to swap sides, he will go with them, while Virginia begs for you to go to Ephaltes as her children and her family are there, and they could potentially die in the siege.
Sucks for you, but we need food.
And Ephaltes is also one of the economic powerhouses that helps, due to their trade routes, keeps the army funded.
Oh, now it's a problem.
So you need
Yeah, but
so the decision is
food's
between
more important than money.
is food or money, along with your allies' like personal stakes as well. You'll be going by boat either way, as you are on like the other side of Etheria here. So you'll be hopping on a boat and either going over to Ajax here, or you'll be going around and heading over to Asphaltes over here.
Now this goes into like the D&D time thing where it's all like one of them is obviously a shorter trip.
Now, I'm not worrying about travel time in this. This is like Fire Emblem. We're not gonna worry about travel time in this campaign. Don't worry.
Okay.
You will get there
Because like I was gonna say like, all right, let's go to Faulties and it's gone.
No, yeah, this will be like Fire Emblem. It's like, okay, you get no matter like if you make that choice, you'll get there in time. Like this will not be like oh hey, it's gonna take too long. Screw you, bye.
Okay.
For the sake of the campaign, we are going to ignore travel time for that.
And you can get anything with money.
My thought is if there's like agents in Ajax, then like that is a lot harder to suss out compared to these are the enemies. We know who they are, we can kick their ass happening in a Baltes.
But if we're not there to suss it out, and it doesn't get sussed out, then we lose all our food.
But consider the fact that if we have access to the trade routes and the coin, because they will be indebted to us, there's going to be smugglers somewhere. We can still get food via Faulties as the debt for saving them.
And
Yeah,
you also
we're gonna get
And in the
world trade.
process, we can also potentially kill or capture a prince and use it as ransom.
I also mentioned that Kemet, where Flair's character's from, they're off the map. I don't have the full map on this showing Kemet, but Kemet is a region underneath the Tessifonians, but they are secretly sending foods as they are the other like breadbasket of the inner sea here. They are sending ships that have food to Alenia to help feed the army, but they take longer to get here compared to Ajax food imports, which are much quicker to get.
Here's my thing.
I also have experience with traders of Kemet. I can negotiate something. I have
That's
connections.
true. But you pay a soldier on a regular basis, right? But you feed them every day, multiple times. And let's say we're here, right? Just makes a little dot. We're right here, right?
You're here.
We're green.
I'll move you down. You're here.
Okay. So we're right there, right?
Mhm.
Food from Ajax. Boom. Right there. Food from Kemet. All the way this is way. This
And
ain't
that's
the whole
not
line.
counting the fact you have merfolk and Zendel raiders pestering the seas as well.
Possibly dragons. Here in the future.
I think that there is like a higher there is a higher like priority in Ephaltes, personally.
let's
It
still take
seems
the vote.
more of the essence, and a coup may take longer. Like obviously, add a character, we know this is a decision, but I feel more confident in going with Ephaltes.
We're soldiers.
well,
We're not
well,
inquisitors or politicians.
Yeah.
The one thing you gotta remember
Yourself.
about like a coup here is that most of the soldiers are here. All it just if most of the soldiers are here, all it takes is a somewhat decently organized peasant rebellion in the capital to just collapse the whole country.
Yeah, all of Ajax's soldiers are on the river here where their forts are, to help keep the Tessifonians from crossing the river. And it's been a pretty good job. A lot of Tessifonians have died in that river.
Do we just want to take a vote then? Because I think we seem kind of split.
All right.
So
All right,
I'm for Ajax.
okay. In the Roll20 chat, type 1 for Ephaltes, 2 for Ajax.
Two for Ajax. Okay.
All right, 3-1. A shame.
3-2. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, 3-2.
All right.
I was basically something like, well, we're boned, but go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of the good thing about having an odd number of players, that we don't have to worry about a fucking tie.
Thank fuck.
Because I don't know how we would
abstain.
break a tie on this, honestly. That would be... I would probably have to flip a coin.
I abstain.
Or
I appreciate none of you abstaining, by the way. Thank you for not abstaining. I would have hated that.
Honestly, Miss, this is a military. You could have just, if there was a tie, you could have just had Corn step in and said, "I'm the commander. I choose."
Yeah, and then I would have flipped. I mean, I would have flipped the coin either way, but in lore, I would have had it been Corn steps in. They'll break the tie. All right,
All right, so Ajax.
Ajax it is.
It's a shame we won't get to ransom that prince.
We might see him later.
Royalty often in their place from nepotism instead of skill. If we're lucky, I'll take an arrow to the throat.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Only hope.
wouldn't we rather shoot that arrow?
Oh, gladly.
If he's arrogant and
Right.
trying to prove himself, we'll see him on the battlefield again.
Yeah. When you let Corinth know what your decision is, immediately Maulus, one of the tyrants of Ephaltes, goes running out of the tent. You will abandon my city against the true enemy that we all came together to defeat. I can't believe this. This so-called alliance.
I stood for
You're
your
leaving
city.
us to die.
I have faith in your people to hold out. It is a siege, not an assault. I promise you, once we have secured the western flank. You heard me advocate for Ephaltes in the war room. I will advocate for it again, once we know the river will not be overtaken.
You can see Virginia is just, like, she is crying. Like, my children. You would leave them to die? And then Traces then speaks up. How many children live in Ajax? How many of them could possibly die in this revolt? It is more than just children we are thinking of.
I mean, I don't think that children would be like a target in a revolt.
Things get indiscriminate and riotous very fast.
All it
And-
takes is one fire.
Maulus and Virginia both just shake their heads and leave the camp. Alright. The course has been altered. We're going down Route B.
Maybe
I
we'll
don't know
get
what I'm
lucky.
gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do in Ajax.
Alright. With that, Corinth begins to assemble the army to then... Also, Ed, you weren't there for this. Meet Phobos. He's a large servant of the gods that'll work as your postal service for this campaign. If you have
Jesus fuck.
if you have any letters or items you want delivered to anyone within within Erethdor, he will do it for you. Now, of course, he won't take like a scroll of fireballs and go into the enemy camp and like fireball them. He's not meant to take sides, but he's just here to assist with communication is all.
Would he be able to take letters back home?
Yes. And he can turn invisible with this, so if you're worried about him being this big giant guy being discreet, he can be discreet.
I'm going to start writing some letters, and I'll tell you about that later.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's there for anyone in the camp if they want to get messages out to anyone that they care about, or that's how you heard about what is going on in Ajax and what's going on in Ephaltes in like a night. It's because the Phobos brought them here.
Yeah.
So, with that, Traces then approaches you all. I know that was a tough decision, and I thank you all for choosing to help with Ajax. I know the capital city quite well. I know a secret route. There's a small stream that goes into the city. We can sail up using a small boat and get deep into the city without anyone being aware, and drawing suspicion from any potential spies that have made their way in. Once we're inside, we'll need to find these spies and take them out. From what I've heard of our men on the inside, they have said that there's going to be a giant rally within the next week or so. I imagine we will get there right before it happens. If we can, that rally could potentially lead to terrible things if we're not careful. Gather your things, and I'll meet you at the ship when you're ready. All right. So, now we go into this part here. For this mission or chapter, you guys get, for those of you who are playing 2 characters, you get to pick which character will go in. One character will stay on the boat and help keep the boat safe from any raids or potential people going close to it, while one will go into the city and help run out the spies. So for those of you who are playing 2 characters, choose who you want to play as in this encounter, essentially.
Hmm.
We're going to the city first.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, the encounter is the city, and that's going to be the chapter.
spies.
I got to pick. I got to play Fala like the last session, so I'll bring Alexandros to this one.
Uh,
Since this is going to be more sneaky, I shall bring Arita.
I'm bringing the dog. Dog's good
Um,
for urban environments.
I'm bringing Categoris.
hmm. Is this during night or day?
It'll probably be during the day.
In that case, I go Tyron.
Okay.
Tyron. I'm gonna prepare my spells.
And then, Monica, you said you're bringing Alexandros?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, A, you said you're going to bring the mom, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to double check that. Thank you. And then the dog. Ryan, do you
time.
want to bring Lady Ariana with you, or do you want her to stay on the ship just to be safe?
She can come.
Okay. All right. With that, you guys all begin to sail out from your encampment.
Oh, just to jump in real quick. I just wanted to. I was just writing it down something to send to you. Can I just before we go? Can I just chase down our mailman, basically?
Yeah.
And into his hand, I'm going to give him 2 rolled up pieces of paper. One of them is very clearly stained red through the back, and the other is stained black.
Where
I'm
do you
going
need
to,
these delivered, my friend?
This is discreet, correct?
If you wish it to be, it will be done.
House Utica of Zendel.
Very well. And who do I deliver these to?
Is it a matriarch or a patriarch for that family? I forget.
It's matriarch. All
The
the
red
families are
one to the
matriarchs
ma-
there.
Oh, right. Is this discreet? The not afraid. The one stained red to the matriarch of the family. The one stained in black to the 4th daughter.
It will be done. With that, he hands his hand out to take his. He holds his large hand out to take it from you.
And I place them in.
Once he takes them, you see him make them disappear. I shall find you in several weeks. And within the week. And with that, he disappears in the clouds and goes invisible.
Before I could even thank him.
Yep.
And with this, I'm just going to look around. I assume I don't see anyone glancing my way.
Nope. Unless anyone in the party here wants to do something with that, but otherwise, we can just move on.
With a long sigh, I kind of pick my head up and walk off to the boat with my belongings. Hephaestion and the dog.
All right. And with that, you hop on the boat eventually with the rest of the army, and the small fleet begins to set sail for Ajax. Eventually, after less than a week of sailing, you guys reach the a small port here that follows a river that leads to the capital. Getting onto a small rowboat, you and the party with Tracis sail up the river, and eventually you guys make it into the capital of Ajax. Yeah, so, just in case people don't understand how city-states work, the city name itself, Ajax, is the capital. So Ajax is where you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
It is both a nation and the name of the city that is its capital. So you guys get on the docks here, and are free to move how you wish.
We're going to go
Tracis
rally, was it?
went slightly ahead of you and is already up the stairs waiting for you.
Gotcha.
I've looked around. I don't see any spies that could potentially be around here. Straight ahead is one of the squares where I believe one of the rallies will be held. If you wish to do any investigating around the area, I'll meet you there once you believe you're ready. And with that, he's gonna make his way towards the where the rally will be held.
Kaeros is going, Lady Ariana, it's terrible to go alone in such situations. Will you accompany him?
Of course. I will leave the investigation to you, my lord.
Very good.
It's also at this point that I am changing out of my robe into kind of baggy peasant's clothes.
Kaeros isn't wearing literally any kind of disguise. He is wearing nice leather armor and has his short bow strapped around his back.
And realizing that the pile of spears at my back might be a bit conspicuous, I kind of just turn them point down and throw them into my bag. I'm going to try to pass them off as long sticks of firewood.
Yes, I see the long wood peddlers out today.
Well, I have a feeling that this place won't need firewood in a few weeks. I'm not really one for espionage. I suppose I'll just follow my gut and my hound.
Does your hound have much training with tracking men?
Much.
Kaeros kneels down as the best as you can with his kinds of legs.
I'm going to make way for you and kind of just scoot Parados forward. So, like, realizing you might just trip into the fucking river.
He waves the dog and goes, "Come here, boy. Come here."
The dog
And then
is for a friendly face.
He picks up some mud off the ground, holds it to the dog's mouth, and says, "Find me people that smell like this."
And it sniffs. It looks around. Now, is there anyone in this group who would smell vaguely of mud?
Maybe Alexandros.
Oh yeah, like your boots or something from standing around all night, I assume.
Yeah,
The
there's
dog
that.
will, yeah, and the dog will look at Alexandros' boots and bark.
Ah, yes. Good dog. I'm sure everyone here smells like Alexandros' boot. Well, good use of a dog.
I'm sure we'll find something more effective for him.
So if you find someone suspicious, just tear off, I don't know, some of their robe or something.
How high up would you say this building next to me is?
It's about maybe 10 feet.
10 feet. I'm gonna put this as well.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna attempt to do a high jump onto the ceiling of this building.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh boy, pulling out that satyr racial bonus.
You betcha. Is it athletics?
Yeah.
I cannot catch a break with these rolls.
All right, you go to jump, unless you have something in your race that gives you like a bonus to jumping.
Mercifully.
Yeah, it adds like was it D8 to feet, right?
Yeah. And so I did an extra 6
So,
feet.
so
onto
already
my-
6 feet, and then plus whatever the athletics would be, whatever you'd rate that.
All right, you do jump up, but you aren't able to get a hold on one. You like you barely just miss the roof, and you try to grab onto the roof, and you barely miss it, and then you end up just grabbing onto like a loose brick protruding from the building.
So am I dangling up there?
Yeah, you're dangling, and but you're not quite near the top yet. So you
Gotcha.
missed it, but you're hanging off by just a little bit.
So give it a second
gonna-
attempt.
Can I
Unless you
help
want
him?
help.
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead.
going to help you. I'm gonna kind of just trot over and kind of just like push on the undersides of your hooves and try to get you up and over.
I'm cool with that if Mist does.
Yeah, all that counts as a help action if you want to roll it again.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Well,
10.
I also have to add on the Mirthful Leap. So
yeah, well, the mirthful leap, it adds feet to it. Doesn't add it to like the athletics roll. It adds
Yeah,
it to,
but it
like,
can
how
make-
much you're jumping.
it can make my shittier jump go a little bit higher.
Getting the bad rolls out of the way early.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll say you just barely make it up with this. So you're up there now.
Alright.
I would like to use my climbing speed to just get up
yeah,
there.
no problem. You get there, no problem. Like you're actually up there before he is. You're like, whoop. Like you look like Assassin's Creed
Whoop.
climbing up there. And climbing to the other side of the roof here, you can see what looks to be a dead body next to a commoner and
What?
another guy. You see
Hmm.
the other man holding what looks to be a bloody knife. Go ahead and give me stealth rolls, you two.
Oh jeez. I didn't expect to see something the second I got up here.
Fucking invisible. Holy shit. All right.
Fucking
Oh, you got the-
invisible.
I told you got the bad rolls out of the way, man.
You did.
Tyrion, are you wearing any heavy armor?
Nope.
Leather armor. Okay, good. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about that. Nat one.
No
at
armor.
least. Okay, good. Whew.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. Katagarth, you're like a ghost. You know how to step on. You've snuck out many a times. Back into Feria, you know how to sneak around on top of roofs. So you know how to step on these like on the roof just right, so it doesn't make too much noise. Tyrion, on the other hand, not so much. You make a little bit of noise, and for the moment, the two people down below.
I mean, I see a murder happen,
Well, the person's already
and
dead.
like,
They're not actually.
well,
killing
yeah,
you.
but see that happen. I guess.
Yeah. Like they stopped talking for a moment, like they thought they heard something. That you can catch one of them looking around before they get back before they resume talking again.
Meow.
I'm gonna try to listen in on what they're saying.
All right, what's your passive perception?
Let's find out. I just stopped closing my sheet.
Okay,
You
Change
too,
it
Flay,
is
what's your passive
12.
perception?
15.
15. All right. Sadly, Katagaris, you can't quite make it out, but Flare, you can. Without even really trying, you can hear them say, "All right, take their clothes, put them on, and once you're in the middle of the crowd, several of my other agents will sound the alarm. Once that you have heard the noise, find the nearest person you can, and do what you did here. You'll be rewarded when the Tessavonian, when Marathon destroys Corinth. Can you do that?" "Yes, of course. I can't allow Corinth and his army to lead Elenia over to the hands of the Tessavonians." "Good. I will dispose of this body. You do what needs to be done." And with that, you can see the commoner walk off, and the guy here
That was fucking light speed.
As she's
What the
trying,
fuck?
as she's trying to walk off,
Yeah.
I don't know what they said, but I can see what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, stop moving those characters. We're
I'm
mid-action
just
here.
slightly moving them in the directions they're going to be going.
Yeah. As the lady starts to walk off, I'm actually gonna shoot her in the back with my bow.
Okay.
Wouldn't just trying to remember, he would have advantage though because he is a hidden attacker or whatever.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah.
She had 4 hit points, so yeah, she's dead.
Do I hear like the
You would hear
tick
a
of the
thwack.
bell?
Yeah, you would hear the thunk. Well, specifically also just doing an attack in stealth just knock you out of stealth.
So I'm hearing
I
a
will
thwack.
follow.
And then the moment before that person dies, you also hear another guy go, "What the?"
I'm going to take a shot as well.
All right.
Paradox, go.
All right. Let's
Yeah, you would have advantage because you're technically hidden. So. But it also just doesn't matter. So.
22 hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
11 damage. He falls to the ground dead. All right, the rest of you all can move now as normal.
I'm
Okay.
hopped down
Dog
off
runs
the
the
rooftop.
corner. Oh. God.
You see an arrow in the back of a woman here, a man whose throat is slit down over here, and then another guy who has an arrow in his chest over here.
Couldn't take one of them
that
in the
was
leg.
quick.
Yeah, couldn't have taken one for questioning.
a alarm will be set in the town square. Afterwards, the spies will begin attacking indiscriminately those next to them.
Understood.
I'm
Which one of
gonna
them-
like
God.
I
Because-
was just about to start like rummaging through like at least this person here, just because given the distance, there probably was one of the accomplices.
You find 3 gold pieces and a dagger. That's it.
That's all it takes.
You might
A bloody
find more if you
dagger,
search
but
the
a
one.
dagger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one of them
Oh.
looked like they were holding the purse strings?
This one right here.
Paratos. Got to smell, see if there's anything distinct we can follow. He's going to approach, see if he can get anything
I
distinct.
had to
Incense.
hold myself back from getting close to my mic and doing a sniffing ASMR.
Thank you for not.
No.
Give me a
No,
big
you should have.
Wait, did my
Wouldn't
mic
know
not
if
pick? Wait, my mic
No, I
didn't pick
heard
that
you.
up.
It was just very cut off, like choppy and quiet.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me turn off noise suppression real quick and just
You know how a dog
Oh, your
smells?
fucking
That's not even
nose.
close to a dog.
Yeah.
It's for the bit. It's for the bit.
Now you gotta go.
You gotta do rapid. Yeah. See, I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, moving on
Yeah,
from
yeah.
sniffing.
Yeah.
Right. I'm
yeah.
trying to. Paratos is trying to find
Yeah,
anything
from
distinct. like,
from sniffing guys and girls' feet.
All right. So,
eh. At least make it just guys. Fuck.
Your dog does not seem to pick out anything in particular.
No incense. No nothing distinct.
Doesn't seem like it, at
Candle
least.
smoke.
Your dog's just like, I detect the faint aroma of a Marathonian high essence.
And I'm just going to kick the body in front of me out of the way and start rummaging through the purse string holders.
Okay, you
Pockets.
find a bag that has 20 gold in it.
Ooh.
A dagger. Hold on. A piece of papyrus. And an emerald. And the emerald's worth, looks to be worth about maybe 25 gold.
What's on the papyrus?
And while I'm stuffing the golden jewel into my bag, I'm going to hold the papyrus in front of me. Is it a language I can read, Mist?
Post your languages for me.
I would rather not. Just open my sheet.
This guy making his DM check his stuff. Dude, why don't you put all your languages?
I have a lot of fucking languages.
You can read this, yes. It's
All right.
written in the old tongue,
Gotcha.
in the old language known as which is also the dwarf script.
So does anyone here know Dwarvish other than me?
Not me.
I do.
Let me check my sheet again, because I know a few languages.
I do. I also
no,
know
I do not. Never
Dwarvish.
mind.
I'm gonna hold it over my shoulder. It's in Dwarvish. Let me read it.
I can read that.
No, feel free then while I check the rest of the body. I'm gonna hand you the paper.
So Mist, what does it say?
I think that's what he's typing.
Oh yes. Furiously mashing the keyboard.
All of us staring at Mist at his typewriter.
He's having a buddy type it out.
What a good dog.
Mhm.
And while he's doing that, so which of these was already dead when you got here?
The woman there on the ground.
Oh, the one I kicked out of the way. That's a shame.
That was very bad of you.
I assumed they were involved. Forgive me walking into a murder scene. Bit hard to tell who's who when they're all dead.
Kinslayers.
Yeah, kinslayers. I'm gonna say a prayer over the woman that I kicked and apologize at the end of it. Carry on, Monica. Floor's yours.
Monica? Oh, I think he went AFK.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
You're free to read this out if you wish.
Oh, okay.
Or just condense it down to everyone in character if you wish.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Um. Well, for one, it seems to be that that the dwarves know that Marathon has betrayed us, and they seem to be trying to use that to get Ajax to revolt and more or less cause a coup. And in terms of verbatim, it is our spy within the enemy's camp has alerted us that Marathon has turned against their quote unquote league. We will use this opportunity to turn the people of Ajax against them. The threat of a dragon burning their city should do nicely. Ensure that enough chaos is caused that the troops loyal to us put down the revolt overseas and change the powers there. Then we get in the western invasion and bring glory to the empire.
Oh, hell.
We should deliver this to the captain. I can deliver it quickly.
Well, then I guess go right ahead with that. I guess, but still, we're going to have to put down whatever forced rabble they're going to throw upon Ajax.
Alright. I will.
We should head back.
I-
We should head back to the square just in case something happens.
I am going to dash over there with feline agility.
I'm gonna have my hound run with you best it can. Parados,
Make him away.
go with her. And if there's anyone who smells like this man here, call them out. Does the dog have any kind of affirmation?
He barks and goes off with them.
Yep. We retrieved a note from. We retrieved a note from one of the spies.
You have? That was quite
I see.
fast.
A signal will be put forth in here. Afterwards, those who are with them will start attacking others within the crowd, causing a riot.
I see.
They are bribed with 3 gold.
$3 gold, damn, that's a lot of money.
They were
Laughs in D&D player.
there. Though they also said that it is Corinth that will hand them over to what's the how do you pronounce it?
Tessiphonians?
Tessiphonians. There's Corinth who will hand over Ajax to the Tessiphonians. They know not where. They know not their own allies.
I see. We must tread carefully.
But they wear the clothes of their fellow man and tell. I cannot tell you who is a spy in this crowd.
Katagaris, do you have any magic you believe might work?
I would, if I knew who I was using it on.
And that's the problem.
Yes, we don't want to just murder everyone. We can't How do we determine who is who?
Could I look
Can
out
the,
over the crowd and try to see who looks like maybe nervous or suspicious?
Sure, give me a perception roll. Suddenly, your dog begins to sniff, Ed, and begins...
Yeah, I was about to say, can the dog go wander into the crowd?
No, it goes around the crowd, actually. Runs over here
Around
inside
the
the
crowd?
building over here.
Oh,
I'll follow.
and I will go as well. Cadaverus,
Natural
can you handle
20.
it over here? Will we follow the dog?
And you
Let's
watch,
see what I can manage.
and the dog runs around and begins to begins to like jump up towards this guy here. Hey, whose dog is this? Get off me!
I'm going to look back at at Tyrion. Wait here, with your cloak like that, you're a little bit inconspicuous.
All right.
I'm going to run forward. Peritas, stop! I'm just going to just like grab it by the scruff and yank. Sorry, sir.
Ugh. Mongrel. Keep your pet under control.
Well, I'm sorry. I have to work. I can't exactly train it properly.
Well, you should have considered that before you took the pet under your regard. Now leave us. We are conducting business.
A craftsman by trade. Perhaps I can help.
The woman here turns to face you, and she speaks in a language that I need to see if you know.
Is my perception roll just being delayed till this is over?
Yes, I'm coming back to you. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
This will be this is happening simultaneously. So what this is going on will be happening when you're doing your thing. Okay.
That was a nat 20. Holy fuck, Ryan. You did get your shit rolls out of the way.
I get it.
She speaks in a language you do not understand.
Let me see if I have a solution to this.
Let me see Flair real quick. Double check him real quick. Okay, Flair, your character does not understand what you said either.
I have this ability. I'm going to just want to trust you guys not to metagame at this point. I have this. It doesn't specify when I can swap out the language, though. Could I tag one of them
Every
out
long rest.
now? So that's like a when I wake up kind of thing?
Yeah, you pick which languages you want to go for the day. And so... You did not do that, so I'm not going to let that be a retcon, sadly.
Fair enough. And it's at this point I'm going to kind of raise an eyebrow. And in Dwarvish, I'm going to mumble, can somebody translate?
All three of them look towards you. You are not one of us. Be gone.
Perhaps I am.
If you do not understand what she said, you are not one of us. Be aware, what she spoke did not sound like Dwarvish.
Yeah, but I know they speak Dwarvish. So I'm going to try to get a little cheeky here. Can I use Sleight of Hand to try and discreetly use this to cast Charm Person?
No. Somatic components are still obvious.
Still obvious? Can't even use Sleight of Hand to try and hide it?
No, it's like a Naruto hand sign. You can't really hide it.
Damn.
Should I gesture for the others to come over?
That would... It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that.
Okay.
I'm going
as
to,
you're beginning to slink back, we're going to cut back to what was going on while that was happening. All right, Ryan.
Whenever we cut back, Mist, I do want to attempt to persuade.
Okay, we're gonna come back to you in a minute. All right, Ryan.
Whenever we get
Nat
back.
20. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna give you it to you. You nervous? You catch several people with hands that seem to be twitching. I'm labeling them with blue.
I see that someone here is beyond twitchy. They appear to be something else entirely.
All right, there you go, Ryan.
Ugh, there's too many of them for my ability, but I can mess with most of them. Katagaris is gonna. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6,
all
7, 8.
just to give an
9.
idea of what this thing is going on as you're gathering up here. You see a bunch of low-born and middle-class individuals gathered here in this square as they are shouting at the soldiers here of Ajax that all their food is going towards a war effort that they do not want to be part of, that they're going hungry while the soldiers are being fed.
I'm gonna look to those who are still here. So I'm gonna look to Alexandros and Irida. And I'm gonna point out these 3 people right here.
Near the back.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, if you could handle those 3, I might be able to deal with the rest.
I will also say 1 token represents 4 people.
Well, that changes things.
Ah,
Yeah, this is meant to be a big crowd.
I can't even deal with
see.
I can't even deal with 2 of these tokens then by myself with my ability.
I mean, when you interact with them, I'll let it count as like a
Well, like
a swarm.
Well, like what ability are you trying to do?
I have an ability, a large area effect distraction ability that charms people, but it only goes up to my charisma modifier,
Okay.
which is
Like-
5.
Well, I'm counting 1 token as like a swarm, so it will count towards.
Well,
like,
actually,
you can do like 1 token.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually need you to deal with these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about this then? I'll be over here because I can deal
then,
pretty easily with these 2 here.
How about you and Arita deal with these 2, and then Ajax and Ariana can deal with these 2.
Traces.
What did I say?
You said Ajax.
You said
yeah.
He is from Ajax, but his name is Traces.
Yeah, Traces and Ariana can deal with these 2.
Okay.
So I'll move. Yeah, them over
He'll
here.
go the furthest in.
And then Katagaris is literally going to push his way to the middle of the.
Okay.
And he's going to be like, "Hearken me, citizens of Ajax!"
They all like a bunch of them like look towards you as you start shouting.
He literally he puts his head at like a haughty position so that like the sun glints off the golden rings on his horns to like get people's eyes, drag their attention.
What a fucking shit ass, I swear.
And he's gonna be like, "I know you're angry, but listen to these words of inspiration and know the truth of the noble actions of the city of Ajax." And he's just gonna start singing a random song.
All right. As you begin singing, because it takes a minute to sing, this gives Flare time to like. This is when Flare starts to slink back towards the group. Like you're about maybe halfway through your song when Flare is like coming back to the group. So Flare, you return and you see Katagaris is gathered in the middle of the crowd and just starts singing, and he's caught up quite a bit of attention. So what's the plan, Flare? You're muted, by the way.
Uh, gesturing towards those who are still available. Uh, just pointing towards the back. Uh, crown, devil horns. Point.
What?
The leader. I don't know if this is too close. Yeah. There now. I can't even see them anymore.
And I'm still like you hear me like talking to them fairly loudly.
Yeah. I believe we have found their leaders.
See? How many of them?
3.
All right. Do you think that the two of you could take the three of them?
I think that I'd feel more comfortable with a third, so that way we can hopefully take care of all of them before they can give a signal.
All right.
Oh, is there? Can you lend your strength?
That I can do.
All right. I suppose I'll wait for a signal from uh from Corbin.
Oh, bit of clarification. You would know me as Thonos,
Bonus.
not Corbin. I was trying to pick names and I got too lazy to clean up my sheet. I'll do that now.
I see.
Oops.
Bonus. We'll wait for a signal from Bonus.
All right.
I know not of how you fight.
Well, I'm good from a distance. And they can also lend support if needed.
All right. So. If I were to hazard a guess, I'd say that the archer is likely the one to give the signal. If there is one.
You do see, she does have a short bow on her.
All right. You. All right. So, if negotiations fail, then we will take
Beat
fire.
them to death.
All right, I'll move you over
Yeah.
here, and as you begin making slinking back. All right, what did you want to do, Fontus?
I wanted to roll roll persuasion, kind of eyeing the woman with the bow here,
Back over there.
and I'm going to kind of like circle her while I'm walking around and kind of just eyeing the bow. You know, your string is a little worn.
She looks at you. My bow is none of your concern.
What's a huntress without a working bow? Like I said, I'm a craftsman. At the very least, I could help you.
I have no need for it. My power does not come from my bow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. This point that I'm going to kind of squint. What does it come from? Your wits, your charm?
It comes from my own power, which you will face if you do not leave. It is obvious you are not one of us. My patience is growing thin.
And with a long sigh, I'm going to just stab her in the back of the knee with a dagger.
And with that, I will follow suit with shooting the longbow.
Thank you very much.
And I will follow suit with a sneak attack.
I am specifically going for non-lethal, by the way. That's why I'm going
Well,
for
we
the
can't
back of the
control
leg.
that one.
Yeah, range fighters for the win.
I will go for the one over here then.
I think we're all going for the bow person because they seem like the.
Oh, that's what you meant.
I should note I'm going for I'm already attempting to stick a dagger in her leg, and the dog is going for her other leg. I think we got her.
Okay.
I'm not giving you flanking on this because I saw what you were doing with your token there, trying to be cheeky.
Me?
Not allowing it.
What, me?
Yeah.
I didn't want flanking.
That's
was
why you were
trying to
moving
be
over here, so you were trying to like be a little cheeky.
No,
with
I
your
was trying to be
flanking.
flavorful. The dog has pack tactics.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So like, actually, wait, no, I don't think I have advantage here because pack tactics is 5 feet. I gave it up walking over here.
Oops.
Yes.
Oh, I don't give a shit. This was ploy anyways.
Oh no, it has to be within 5 feet of the creature that they're attacking. So it goes to anyone.
Oh.
Yeah, so you still get pack tactics.
You still
too.
get pack
Oh,
tactics.
so no matter what, I guess the dog still is still fucking them up.
Well, no, you get advantage too.
Oh, cool. So it still works.
All right, so 23 hits. Roll the damage flare. And then,
All right.
Arita, what are you doing?
And I'm also going to activate the swarm.
Okay.
So they're taking, the plague of Egypt comes in, and
Oh
a
my
locust.
god, what the fuck?
A locust starts swarming them
Okay.
That's fucking nuts.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
for 4 damage, and they have to do a strength save.
Okay. Strength save. What's the DC?
13.
They pass.
All right. All right. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Besides the damage.
All right. What are you doing?
Alright, sneak attack. Short bow.
That's a miss, sadly.
Never mind.
Ed, what are you doing?
I'm stabbing her in the back of the leg while Parados goes for her other ankle.
Okay. Roll me the attack rolls.
Alrighty. Wow.
24 hits.
Thank you, Parados.
Oh wait, 1
damage?
second. That's using my strength.
Yeah.
Oh.
The fucking bow.
Oops. Go ahead and change that. And then I'll allow you to reroll it.
Whoopsie.
Fix that.
Oopsie whoopsie.
Oops.
22 hits.
DC 11 strength.
11 still misses.
Damn, never mind.
He's,
Yeah,
they pass.
they passed. All right, so they just take 11. It's not marked what kind of damage type the bite is. I assume
piercing.
piercing. I'll put
I'm
that
not
down.
sure
So
why
yeah,
it's
she
not
takes
marked.
11 piercing.
So as you all attack her, and these two guys, as you watch as she gets hit by all these attacks, she just kind of stands there, unfazed,
Uh-oh.
and she kind of swats at the bugs biting at her. That's truly the best that Corinth and that the League could send. I'm disappointed. And with that, you see the two guys beginning to back up. They are frightened, and they are backing up slowly. They seem Very well. I wasn't planning to reveal my true self so soon, but
Oh
What
no.
did
If
you
this
guys
is-
cause?
if this is what you
Oh
desire.
no. She's probably some dragon from
Oh.
Marathon.
You watch as her skin turns to scale, her size begins to grow, wings sprout from her back, and
Well,
she stands to be about the size of a small carriage.
this
Oh,
isn't
not
a
carriage,
instant
like a-
process, right?
What's up?
This isn't an instant process, right?
The transformation, it's pretty much instantaneous.
Pretty much instantaneous. Do I have a moment to just blow on my signal whistle?
Yeah, sure.
And just with all the breath I can gather, I just blow into just a piece of bone I have in my pocket as hard as I can, and a loud screech just echoes through the whole area.
All right. While that's happening, we're gonna come back to the group again. Khadgaris, you've got your people charmed. I'm gonna make them in red. What's your plan now?
Oh no, those were the people I was telling everyone else to deal with. I was charming
Oh, okay.
2.
I wonder why we were positioned next to them.
Yeah. Yeah, so 1. No, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
So 5 at the top there.
All right, they are charmed. Okay. And then what's your plan from there?
All right.
Well, because this is happening
He
while
goes-
that dragon stuff is going on, so
And I go, thank you for listening to my song. I think we can all agree we're friends here.
you can hear the crowd go. A bunch of the crowd go. Mm-hmm.
I know you've been swayed by insidious forces from outside the city. Forces I'm against, and I know as my friends, you clearly would
Right,
realize. I said, and as my friends, you must clearly realize the folly in supporting the enemies of people such as myself. So let us show mercy and grace on this day, and that calmer heads prevail. Point to the other people in the crowd that you know are planning to betray the city. And throw down your weapons, and all will be well.
Ryan, take a piety point.
Okay.
And you watch as all of them begin to point towards the people that you are all standing next to.
The traitors in the crowds have been identified. Detain them.
And with that, all the people that you have charmed pull out their knives,
Oh,
causing everyone here to
that.
go,
Aren't
shoot.
them? Yeah.
Oh no.
But with that, Tragus is going to, he's gonna just burst with his elemental.
Just fuck you.
Nerf this, Jesus
All
Christ.
4 of those people are just die immediately. And he just claps his hand together and fire spouts out. Seeing that, immediately Lady Ariana, in a panic, decides
This is
to
all I can envision. I
She
put
knows
a
it.
GIF in the chat.
Sacred Flame,
Oh,
deck save. They fail.
Yeah, no, that is basically all I see with him. To be honest, every time he casts a spell.
sacred flame.
All right, Alexandros, what's your plan with those two?
Am I playing with those two?
Those two
Well, it's a
groups.
good thing that I am a fucking fighter, baby. So, can I legally do my I was actually going to go what's it called on what's it called the gosh, what
You can do one action
what am
before
I trying to
combat
say
that
here?
goes into effect.
Yeah, but can I just use the action surge to go because I do have action surge because I am a fighter.
I'm going to have to say no because combat has not started yet.
Okay.
But I will let you do one action though.
Damn. Okay. Then I guess I'll just use my
Because something is going on over here that we got to deal with as well as this is happening.
Okay. Then I guess I'll use my spear non-lethally then on them then. see here. Good rolls. That's a pretty mid roll right there.
That's a hit.
Still a hit? Okay.
They're peasants, my man. Hang all.
7.
Unconscious.
Non-lethal.
Honk shoe.
Yeah. Honk
You hit all
shoes.
4 of them.
You just fucking like sweep the bar and they all split their heads on the fucking pavement.
All right, everyone need to
Pretty
roll
much,
initiative now. Things are getting dicey.
Okay, yep.
So yeah, I assume
Boy.
after. Wow. Wow. Oh wait, I have initiative. I have advantage on that initiative.
Nat 1 with a plus 14.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's a
Jesus.
dragon.
Yeah, that's a dragon.
Oh wait,
I
no,
also
no, never
I
mind.
got
Never
I
mind.
get 2 fucking nat ones. I'm gonna kill myself.
Wait, no, it still rolled the 2. Because it's still
Oh.
17. It's just
Oh, it has
it's just
advantage.
registering
Yeah.
the nat 1 is bad. That's what it's doing.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
It's being goofy there. Don't
Oh
worry about
God, Jesus. All right, thank you.
it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I did roll a 17.
Yeah, you did roll a 17. Yep.
I assume while they're dealing with the crowd, just a loud ass whistle goes off.
Yep, and then once a bunch of people get either killed or knocked out, that's when the whistle blows as the dragon reveals itself. And-
God, and their plan to cause this riot inside this rally. Half of their
Right.
forces have changed sides, and the other half almost immediately died.
Step 1, hunter's marking the dragon.
Okay.
Step 2, shooting it.
Okay. 23 hits.
All right, and also the bees. So that is 6 plus 6 plus 6.
Okay.
18 damage, strength save.
Is this Limbus Company music?
No. That's a success. They rolled a 20.
All right, yeah. Take that 18, and then I will. Let me double check things here. See if there's anything else I can throw on here. All right. And I will slink back a bit. All right.
I'm
That's my turn. The swarm of Egypt.
Khadgaris.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
The
gonna.
second plague of Egypt.
As you command everyone to seize them, and as you watch a group of commoners have just perished and one get knocked out, you can hear a bone whistle and then a dragon roar off in the distance.
Can I see it actually from where I am?
No, it's not that big.
Okay.
Small carriage is what he said.
Well, seeing literally all but 4 of
It's
the
not bigger than
others-
these buildings.
Well, here's the thing: if these people take any damage, I have them charmed for an hour, but if they take damage, it ends.
Okay.
So I'm going to, seeing that there's only one group of riders left, I'm going to say, "Okay, everyone, good job. Drop your weapons and feel free to run away."
Okay.
So that'll be my command for them, and then I'm gonna move to here. Let's see if we can't take out this last group. I get sneak attack because of Monica, don't I?
Yes.
Nice.
That's
I don't
it.
think I'll need it.
And they're dead.
All right. And I move
That arrow
from
just
here.
pierces through several individuals, and they all drop to the ground dead.
Good fucking lord.
20, 21. I'll stop there.
Yeah, you can finally see what looks to be a small dragon. Well, about the size, slightly bigger than a horse, pretty much.
It is being swarmed by the locusts.
He sees the dragon.
no.
He goes, this will be annoying.
These guys, they take off. Alexandros,
Uh,
you hear the dragon roar that way.
yeah. Let me check and see if this is a action or a not action. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, well. So I'm assuming what's it called? The other spies here got pacified, right?
Yes, they're going to be moving on their turn. They're going to just drop their items and just go home.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna use my movement here. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Does okay, yeah, no, it's next level. The barbarian gets that extra movement. Okay then. If that's the case, then trying to remember. Rage is a bonus action, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Okay. And that's fine then. If they're incapacitated and they're out of here. Okay, if that's the case, then let's get yeah, let's get here then. Let us rage. And then also yeah, let us rage and then this. There we go. Phalanx. So of course, a fun thing about this, it's a bonus action to activate. So for 1 minute, you and every ally you can see or hear you gains +2 AC as long as they're standing within 5 feet of an ally who is using a shield. Additionally, your allies wielding shields gain an additional +1 AC from their shields, including you. This ability does not stack, with itself. So, basically,
You say you raged.
yeah, I also raged. Yep.
You can choose between raging or phalanx. You can't do both.
Why can I not do both?
It says you have to use a bonus action to activate your shield wall ability.
Can I just use a action as a bonus action?
No.
No?
No, this isn't Pathfinder 2.
Damn. Shame. I guess then I will just shield wall then instead of raging then.
Okay.
Tragic.
All right. I think the only person who has a shield is Ed's character. Welcome back, Ed. Refer to the bonus here in the shield wall. You're going to have that for the time being.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, so you and every ally you can see or hear you gains +2 AC as long as they're standing within 5 feet of an ally who is using a shield. Additionally, your allies wielding a shield gain additional +1 AC.
So you get a +1
from-
AC, Ed, and then anyone that stands near you within 5 feet will get a +2. So, like, A's character here would get a +2 to the air AC since they're next to Monica's character. Well, Monica gets just 1 for himself.
Okay, so I functionally have 21 AC right now.
Correct.
Yes.
So long as you can see and hear Monica's character. See or hear him.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. Speaking of that, it's now your turn unless you have anything else, Alexandros.
Nope. I've done my movement and
All right, Fontes.
Since you haven't used your action, you could dash or dodge.
I guess I could. Actually, there is something I could do. There actually is something I could do. Now that I think about it.
Okay. What do you got?
Yeah. Because I haven't used my action yet. I will dash over here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my action surge.
All right, you get your action back. What do you want to do?
Yeah, yeah. I have my action back. Let's just actually attack this dragon here.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit?
That's a hit.
Monica, a quick note before you lock in this turn. Okay, I can't do that. If you get next to the dog, I think you trigger pack tactics.
No. He already
No,
is using pack tactics just by attacking the enemy.
Yeah,
Oh.
just have to be 5 feet within the target.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So actually, it's better if they got bigger. So let me
yeah,
just roll second
yeah,
thing.
roll that
Maybe
again.
it's a crit. Yeah, no, it's just yeah. Okay, no, it's fine. So only eight piercing with that. But yeah, that is perfectly fine.
Okay. Anything else?
I do have a little bit of extra movement. Okay. Okay, Ed. What's more important? Me being closer to here or being closer to here?
I just need some kind of gap because I want to fairy fire it.
Okay, because okay.
So I just
then,
need like a corner of it completely revealed.
Okay, then I'll get closer here because the thing is that I have intercept, so I have intercept and sentinel.
Perfect.
I am a problem of a wall.
Oh wait, no, all three of us get advantage off each other.
Yeah.
Oh, and the pack tactics. So I mean,
Yep.
I guess you guys can just keep pelting it, so I don't have to use fairy fire if you're cool with it.
I mean, whatever.
And that's for Andy and Flare.
Whatever works.
Are you guys cool? Do you guys want me to use fairy fire, or are you cool just pelting it and I can use other more useful spells?
I have my second character. Oh, Ariana has fairy fire. She can fairy fire it.
If only.
Yeah, but she's a little bit away.
It's a little far away. Hey Mist, quick question.
Yeah.
If I'm casting a spell like without any
Sure,
components
roll
or spell
Trace's initiative.
slots, if I'm casting a spell as per an ability without like components or spell slots, does that count as my one leveled spell for the turn?
What do you mean?
This ability. Because it also doesn't specify an action for
You
this.
do not. It says right there. You do not use a spell slot.
No, I mean, does it count as my one leveled spell for the turn?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
Damn.
No matter if it's from a natural racial thing or if it's from your class, you can only cast one unless something says otherwise. You can only do one leveled spell in a turn.
Okay. Well, fuck that then. I'm going to use the Spellblade ability. I'm gonna try to shank this fucking thing. Where is Spellblade? Wait, yeah, where is Spellblade? There it is. Alright, so I'm gonna cast it alongside a melee attack. As long as its casting time is 1 action.
Okay.
So I'm going to stab it with my cool spear with advantage. For
14 misses.
Well, I can still cast the spell. So I'm going to cast Hell's Lash.
Con saving throw.
Against a 15.
22.
Piss. Do anything on success? Nothing happens on success.
On failure.
Well, that's embarrassing. Guess that's my turn.
Yep. So nothing happens there. All right. The charmed individuals. They're getting out of here. I'm just gonna.
Actually, hold on. I do have something I can do as a bonus action. Sorry to re-roll and sorry to rewind that mist.
Okay.
I can do this. May I roll?
Okay.
25.
They failed.
Hit him with the fucking Joseph Joestar technique.
At this point, with my spear just completely skidding off its scales and my Hell's Lash doing nothing, does it pay me any mind at this point?
No.
Do I have like a good angle on the side of its head?
Maybe.
I want to just attempt to like poke near its eye with the tip of the spear. Kind of just like jab near the eye.
Yeah, it seems.
Not for damage. I'm trying to piss it off,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, Clever as the Gods is like you're tactically showing your allies where to hit this thing.
Oh, I mean, yeah. The way that I'm at least flavor is, I'm trying to take its attention so that it's open up for everybody else.
All right. Arito, it's your turn.
All right. Do-do-do-do-do.
Fires seem ineffective.
You all have an advantage on range attacks now, by the way,
Ooh.
Ooh.
for the next turn.
Oh shit! The dog didn't roll initiative.
Dog should roll initiative.
Puppy, puppy, puppy.
Puppy, puppy, puppy.
All right, have your dog just bite real quick, and then we'll go on to A while Ace figures out what he wants to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Miss.
Sorry. That's 20.
That's a hit. Yeah. Okay.
DC 11 strength. That's probably going to pass.
Yeah, probably. The dragon is prone.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, oh no. Oh no.
All right. A range attacks are now neutral. Sorry.
Fuck! I'm sorry.
I mean, it is funny.
It is
It
funny.
is funny. Okay, well,
Dog went,
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Let's just say that.
dog went straight for the Achilles tendon, apparently.
Yeah, I fucking guess. Jesus,
I'm gonna kill
Paradox.
you, Ryan.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I did.
Don't worry about it.
All right. In that case, for now, I will just shoot bow, and that will be my turn because I can't do much else at the
17
moment.
misses.
Shit. All right, that's my turn.
If he had had the advantage, it would have hit. Sadly,
Damn.
Lady Ariana.
Sorry.
But we have narrowed down its AC.
Yeah.
All right, Lady Ariana, what do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm move 30 feet. Not much to do there.
Is she gonna dash?
I'm gonna see what look at her spells first. See if there's anything she can like cast to help here. Not really. Is anyone hurt actually?
Nope.
Not currently.
Not yet.
She's gonna
Not yet.
dash to there. Well, she actually can't see the dragon from there, can she? She'll dash to there.
Okay. Anything else?
And that's her turn.
Okay. Tracis is going to dash to here, and then dash to here. Dragon's turn.
Fuck. Remember, everyone, within 10 feet of the dog, you have a +1 to all saves.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hey, Monica, you have a +1 to your save.
Well, that's the funny thing about it.
Dex
is
saving
that,
throw.
I also have this.
Hmm.
Wow. Oh my god.
So it's a +1 with that.
Oh. Dex saving throw. I see.
You aren't in the range.
Lady Ariana is.
Ah.
Looks like. I think.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Dex
Yeah, she is.
save.
Okay.
Dex save with a +1 with advantage. That's a 19.
17 for her.
I think everybody passed. Let me roll for Traces, and then we'll see.
Traces gets
He was
vaporized.
the only one that failed. Good job.
Oh no, Traces!
All right. Everybody is taking. I need to roll this here.
Traces gets
49
vaporized.
fire damage.
Oh.
If you pass, you succeeded, so that needs to be halved. So let me halve that. That will be 20. That'll be 24 damage.
Actually, wait a
If
minute.
I took that, I would have died.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Here,
I forgot. Showmaster. I take no damage. Fucking just deflected that shit.
You just hold your shield up, and just fire goes around you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Traces takes the full 49 damage, though. He's still standing, though.
Freaking freaking Traces just or Alexandra's just blocks the fucking fire as Alexandra's just get.
She should be at
Traces
12,
gets
she should
blasted.
be at 12 HP.
Oh my
Brian, it's
God.
24 damage.
I typed in minus 24. I wonder why it.
36 minus 24, it should be 12.
I agree with you. I just don't know why I ended up at 6.
Weird.
Minus 24.
Oh,
Alright.
and I have preserved the hunter's mark.
The Hunter's Mark
I
is
still
up.
have you on my
It
fucking
is so
sights.
up.
You are locked the
Shit.
fuck in. Oh my god.
Hearing about this dragon, the soldiers are running away. Bye.
Later.
Taryn. The dragon is prone. It is swarmed by insects.
Dragon didn't get up.
Yeah, no, it did not get up.
Dragon.
It just breathed fire.
He just.
All right, I will shoot it. I will shoot it again.
Oh, what a lame ass dragon.
Why get up? It would give the people from the range a better shot.
Well,
I'll use
well,
radiant. I'll use radiant paw,
All right.
and let's hope this hits.
Mm-hmm.
That is 22. That hits.
All right, so plus
Okay.
Plus 2d6 from Hunter's Mark and B in the fucking swarm,
Okay.
and plus 1d8
Okay.
from the radiant paw.
That was some good damage.
The hieroglyphs are all over me
All
right
right.
now, glowing with an awesome light.
Nice. Anything else?
I'll move over here,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Dog.
Bark wolf, bite bite. Paratos, my beloved.
Roll damage.
That's my boy.
9 damage. Okay.
Bro's just eating dragon meat
Categories.
out here.
Motherfucker's going in. Wait, is it? If the bite is 2d4, is the crit 1d4 or 2d4?
The damage is correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna. What spells do I have for the situation? You know what? I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna use my turn to be funny.
Con saving
Oh
throw.
my god.
It succeeded.
Look at this.
Rolled a 22.
Damn. I can't silvery barb with my own spell, can I?
No.
No, that's a shame.
Sadly, I have not yet taken silvery barbs. I apologize.
What else
Yet.
can I do?
I'm not sure if it's on my sheet. It probably is, knowing me.
Anything else categories?
Edwin, you told me
I'm looking
it
at my
is.
stuff. I'm reminding myself what bonus action stuff I can do.
Man, I love silvery bars. Woo.
At least I was gonna use it. You know, like to do something cool.
All right. Anything else?
One more second. Bardic Inspiration
Who you giving it to?
on. I'm gonna give it to what can you do with the bardic inspiration again?
You give it to somebody, and they can roll. They
ability
roll
checks,
the
save
dice.
throws.
Yeah, attack rolls, saving throws, ability checks.
I'll give it to Alexandros.
All right. All right. The spy guys are out. They're out of there.
they don't want to fuck. They don't want to go.
Alexandros, your turn.
Oh boy, it is my turn. Party time. Okay then.
Yo,
Well-
the regular civilians, like, they're sticking around for the show.
Oh yeah, no, they should. They're out of here.
Yeah, they should be dispersing.
Yeah. Like, yo, hold on. These guys are kind of cool, though. Like, they witnessed it. They're like, oh, this is Corinth. This is the strength of Corinth's
All right,
people.
Alexandros, what do you want to do?
Okay. Okay then. Well, this is gonna be pretty easy then. Rage.
Rage is bonus action. All right. Now what's next?
Yeah. No, what's next? Time to they are still prone, so time to just go in there. Time to just beat the shit out of them. So spear. That's a 20.
Hits.
That's a hit. That's a 7.
7. Okay. Anything else?
Not a lot of damage. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn.
Is that with your rage bonus damage?
Does it? Yeah.
When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll.
Yeah,
that
it does
increases-
not. It should be it should be 9.
Yeah, you should put a
Yeah,
you should
let
put
me just-
a separate weapon attack roll. Labeled
I
as,
should,
labeled as a
yeah.
rage with the extra damage on it.
Yeah.
What's extra rage damage?
It should be 2, right? Because it's 2 at the start.
I do not know.
No, let me. Fairly certain it's 2. Because it,
Barbarian is
like-
2.
yeah,
Two
so
more
it should be
damage.
9. Yeah, so it's 9.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Ed, it's your turn.
Oh shit. Hmm. Let's see. Does this do what I think it does? In fact, does not do what I think it does. How about this? Oh, that would have been helpful. I'm a dumb shit. Whoops. I guess I'm going to try to stab it with advantage again.
Yeah, just stab. Do damage. Big damage.
Yeah, basically. 23.
hits.
Beep.
Sneak attack.
Don't forget. Yep. Another 7.
Yeah, there you go. 14.
Let me check the spells real quick. And Vengeful Blade. Cast as part of the attack action. So if the target makes an attack or casts a spell before my next turn, it'll take 4 necrotic.
Okay. Anything else?
That is... Is that my turn? Do I have any fun bonus actions? Oh, yeah, no, I can Fairy Fire it. Because I haven't used a leveled spell. Which one? It's the top right corner of the dragon here. So that no one gets caught in that.
You've already used your action to,
So Starlight Curtain doesn't specify an action.
you
in
were
it,
casting a
if
spell,
memory
thus it
serves.
requires an action. That goes without saying.
That's casting as an action.
Alright.
Anything else?
Oh, I know. I'm a dumb shit. It says cast it as a bonus action. So I'm doubly stupid. I didn't write that down.
I believe you used Vengeful Blade as your bonus action.
That is a part of the attack as the attack action.
Ah, it's a cantrip.
Yes.
Uh,
So I am dumb. It does say bonus action. I just didn't write it down. So, may I, or...
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. I will also write down that it is a bonus action because I am stupid.
Okay. Deck saving throw. They succeeded. 22.
Piss. Oh well.
Alright. Hey, it's your turn.
all right, I am going to cure wounds myself at level 2.
Okay. The dragon's looking pretty bloodied. It's been taking some serious damage.
Hold on, spell is not working. Alright. There we go.
Did you click the name?
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta click the name.
Yeah, I did click the name, it just wasn't going, so I had to switch it back to, for some reason it was switched on, not spell, or, it basically wasn't rolling the damage at all, or not the damage, the
You
healing.
also can do it in your attack rolls as well. It's in there now.
Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah. Which one is mine?
I was just testing these. These are not your rolls. You can roll these.
Okay. Wait. Level 2.
Hey, that's a good one.
E. So that is right there. And having cast my spell, I will use Graceful Protection for you. Ooh, I'll go and you, since you're around the dragon. So you'll get a +1 to your saving throws. Within the next 10 minutes, you can use that. And then I am going to...
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
You get a +1 to your saving throws.
Cool.
Yeah, for the next
So-
10 minutes. You get
Awesome.
one.
So we have a +2 because of that and the dog.
Alright, and I'm going to step back over here.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Lady Ariane.
Well, she's messed up now. How's it? Who's looking really messed up? Besides
Herself,
herself.
Flair's character, Tracis, and then Ace character.
What weapon is
A,
Tracy's
you have
holding?
deleted all your hit points.
I don't know how I did that. Hold on. I was at 18 before, and then I gained 9.
There you go.
Okay. 5, 10. I'm gonna move to here. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds at first level. So what is her spellcasting ability? It is intelligence, so +4. So 1d8 +4. Alright, he gets 10 hit points back.
Nice.
And then 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. Anything else?
That'll be your turn.
All right. Ajax is gonna move up to here. And he's gonna bring down the clap. That's a hit. This is gonna be lightning damage.
The clap.
It's another hit.
Gotta love Genie Warlocks, am I right, guys?
That's
Boom.
30 damage. All right, the
Genie
dragon's
Yeah.
Warlocks.
turn.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
potent
need to
right
roll
there.
something. Okay. Dragon will do half movement to get up. No longer prone. Alright. The dog.
For vengeance.
Does a 13
Retro-
hit?
A 15. Let me check. Yes, it
A
does.
13 hits?
Oh, a 13?
I said 13.
I heard 15. Jesus Christ, that actually misses. Thank God.
Okay. A 15.
Ugh. That hits.
Well, no, he has 2 extra AC. Is that with the extra AC in mind?
Oh, thank God. Yes, he has 16.
Because he's next.
We're
to
good?
He's next to Monica.
Yes. Parados is at 16. We're good.
All right.
Dog is good.
And then the last attack goes towards you, Ed. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes it does. Yes it does.
Okay. I'm gonna use Sentinel really quick,
Okay.
which means I can just attack because he's attacking someone other than me. So I'm just gonna attack here.
Okay.
All right. How much am I taking?
That's 14.
That's a miss.
Yeah, it's a miss. Damn, tragic. Oh well.
You are taking 16 slashing damage as its claw rips into you.
16 slashing. And as the claw goes across my body, I'm going to raise my hand, and the ring on my finger is going to glow a faint red.
Vengeful Blade goes off, dealing 4 damage.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Thank you. That is 1d10 plus 2. So, how much damage was that?
It was originally 16.
So it is now 10. So I'm down to 46.
Alright, and that's the end of the dragon's turn. Flare, it's your turn once more.
All right, I'm in. I will shoot.
Also,
Let's see. Do I have anything? Do I have
the
anything I can use for my
The
bonus
advantage that
action?
Ed gave is over now, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fairy Fire didn't tag, right.
Actually, I just realized something about the Sentinel attack. I could have used the Bark Inspiration on that. I'll use it next time.
Oh, I know what I can do.
I'll let you roll it.
Spiritual weapon.
It's a D6, right? For
Spiritual weapon. Get in there.
Yeah.
for that currently, right?
Yeah, should be with his bark level.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no. Nah.
Darn.
Nope.
Alright, spiritual
Tragic.
weapon comes
Oh,
in.
that's fine.
And then I will go for a shoot. That hits.
That is a
Believe-
hit.
right.
13.
Plus
Spiritual weapon missed, though.
plus B.
Oh, no,
plus
spiritual weapon
Bs.
actually did hit, actually. Roll spiritual weapon and damage as well.
Okay, so 13 plus
And the
5
swarm
from Hunter's
kills
Mark.
it.
Yeah.
So, Flare, go ahead and describe how you kill this dragon.
As I shoot the arrow into its mouth, the locusts start coming out of, start flooding out of it as it collapses.
Fucking
You
sick.
watch as the locusts begin to peel off parts of the dragon and begin to pick at it. And soon many scales and parts of the dragon's skin begin to get removed from as the locusts kill and puncture the dragon, and then they eventually fly away, and then they're gone, leaving a very destroyed looking dragon in its wake. And with that, combat is over.
What a scale.
Yeah.
I love how many damage effects I'm able to stack on top of each other. Each turn I do like an extra like D6 of damage.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the scaled rat is dead, I suppose.
We need to hunt down those spies though.
Do not worry.
Yeah.
We have stopped whatever they were planning. I'm sure that they will think twice before trying that again. Their dragon has been slain. But it would seem that
They still need to be hunted down.
I will leave that to the city. Do not
I
worry.
believe- Yes.
Categars
Some of
puts
you
his
are incredibly weak from that fight. You need to rest.
I cannot rest, however, as there were some. While they were planning to betray their country, they did so under some kind of promise. I need to ensure that they are taken care of. I will take some time to prepare a funeral rite at the very least.
Very well.
Categars puts his hoof on the head of the dragon and goes, "We should parade this thing through town. Let everyone in Ajax know that Marathon's dragons are not in."
I will leave that to my father to handle that. In the meantime, we need to get back to the boat and get out of here.
Moment, Categoris. Could you stay there on that dragon for a moment? And while the speaking continues, I am just going to just produce the bone and a piece of parchment. I'm gonna sketch it out.
Categars, when he sees you sketching, puts his hands on his hips like a Superman pose, and then looks off like defiantly into the distance while he poses on
Hell
this
yeah.
dragon.
Sorry. You can continue, Mist.
We need to hurry up and get out of here. Perhaps we can make it back in time. Perhaps we can still save Ephaltes.
This was much cleaner than expected.
Indeed. It would also seem that both Marathon and the Tessaphonians were planning some sort of coup here in the city.
I noticed that, yeah.
I thank you all for coming here. I know might not mean much to any of you here, but this is my home, and the thought of a dragon burning it to the ground or going over to the Tessaphonians, I can't imagine. I swear by it from this day forth that I, Tracis, will forever be in your debt, and will do whatever it takes to see you all succeed at any of your goals. And with that, he places his right hand over his heart. You see his eyes glow, as a god marked. I will use all of this power to see any of your dreams true.
That's kind of sick. I'm just going to, I'm kind of seeing that, looking up from my parchment, looking down to the mostly finished Categoris. I'm gonna sketch him too, doing his little pact pose.
I
next
just
to the
love
dragon.
that you have made a picture
And you
of
see,
me.
and you see your dog begin to peel off some of the scales of the dragon and begin to chew on it.
I just love that there's going to be in the historical record a photo of me posing on a dragon that has 0 damage to.
All right, now Ryan, what's going to be even funnier is if we find these papers in the first White Whale game, and we all get to laugh at this dumbass.
Categars, the Dragon Slayer.
Yeah.
All right. With that, you all decide to head back to the boat and begin sailing back to Etheria. And during that, it will take another week it will take another week to return to Etheria, giving you time for a long rest. And hold on, we're wrapping up the session here. Don't worry. As you are all sailing back, following the coastline, suddenly, Ed, I imagine your character would always be on deck, considering his history.
Oh yeah, no, I am built for the seas. I'm probably
As
like
you're
on the
sitting
bridge.
there on deck, you catch a glimpse of something. Something
Is
in
it
the
a familiar or
horizon.
something?
It's about right now. It's about in a couple of days since you guys have been sailing. It's about maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you catch a glimpse of something on the horizon. You see something that looks like sails.
And can I roll a quick perception?
Yes.
Does it seem like a familiar something?
Oh, it does. You catch what, As the sun radiates off of the wood of this magnificent ship,
Oh,
like
shit.
that of milk glass, you see the magnificent etched white wood of a boat off in the distance. While its sails are not as radiant as they once were in history, it does have gleaming white sails to pair with it.
And it's at this point I'm going to produce my whistle and blow into it. And I'm going to point and yell, "The Navy of Zendel is coming."
You only see one boat. It's only one ship.
Oh, fuck! Thank God.
However, as you blow, you can see that its speed begins to increase as they let down more sails. And it becomes closer and closer until eventually it rams into your ship.
Oh fuck.
The whole ship is rocked as all the people that have been rowing the boat begin to stumble. Who's going above deck?
Me.
I'm already above deck.
I guess
Of
we're
course.
doing the boat level now.
We're not doing this tonight. I'm just getting things set up for next session.
Uh,
And who are
Oh,
you taking with you,
boy.
Ed? Are you taking Hephaestion or are you taking your dog?
Oh, this is a Festian fight for sure.
Okay.
Mihalis would run up to the ship top.
Alright.
Was
I will-
anybody able to like do anything when I raised the alarm?
Yeah, Corinth and Aegina were able to send any valuable personnel below deck. And then they were able to grab their weapons and are ready to fight now.
Good.
I'm gonna leave Lady Ariana below deck on this fight. And I'm just gonna go up on my.
Okay. Traces is also going to stay below deck as he needs to help keep the men in line. Flair, who are you sending up? And same with you, Monaco.
yeah, that's
I
the
was
hard
muted. I'll be
part.
sending up Myron.
Oh, okay. I'll put you up there.
That's the hard part. Just trying to jog my memory. Zendel are the Moon Elves, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
The
no,
mortal enemies of the Sun Elves.
Yeah, no, yeah, no.
The race war starts now. I
yeah,
know.
yeah, exactly.
The only issue is you're on a
Yeah.
boat. You cannot use your horse for this fight, so I'm just gonna let you know.
Okay, okay, that's fine. I'm still an archer.
About that.
I am
I'm
still.
just letting you know.
You don't have your horse, you have your hatred.
Yeah, exactly. I have my hatred. It's fine.
And as after the ship crashes into you, see many basically what you could say is Marines or maritime soldiers hop onto the ship. Also, off in the distance, sorry, not off in the distance. On the other side of the ship, Ed, you catch a familiar sight.
Oh no.
As a man with dark skin jumps overboard with glistening golden armor.
I don't know why how his face is shaped. Just seems really
Holy
funny
shit.
to me.
What up,
And
guys?
is extremely well built, muscular all around. You recognize that man actually with your history. Ed.
Oh, wait a
That
second.
is Hano Agadir of the House of Agadir.
Fuck! Oh, we're in trouble.
Bro
And
looks
as he hops on the ship, he then shouts out, "Men, these cowards think they can stop our naval might. For the House of Agadir, let us show Zendel to not look down upon us. We will not let that commoner soil our name again." And with that, we are going to end the session here.
I would like to get a
boy.
word in before we end the session.
Sure.
That one is mine. As I point my spear at the one in gold.
I don't know. He seems like he's associating with Zendel. I think it's fine. I think it's fine if I take all of them.
Well, may your arrows fly true.
All right. And as the session comes to an end, we'll pick up next time with that maritime battle. Everybody gets a level up.
Oh
Hell
boy.
Hey,
So
hey.
once again, I am like I trust you guys not to metagame. Is this guy from the house I pissed off? Sorry, from the other house I pissed off.
Ed, I'm gonna DM you this.
Okay, got it. Oh, is he who I think he is?
I think if you're thinking what I'm about to write out, yes.
Oh no. He is. Oh no.
There's a
This
reason-
dude has to
Did
fucking die.
Did you not catch what I said? What he said at the end? We will not let.
Yeah.
We will wipe the stain that commoner left upon our house
Hmm.
for the glory of House Agadir.
Oh fuck. Oh, this man needs to die before he can run his fucking mouth.
All right.
Oh,
So
this is going to be good.
I hope you all are looking forward to the next chapter